Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. They say Mark Twain was America's greatest humorist. And that's probably true because he was one of the most serious men ever to be born in this country. To Mark Twain, laughter and tragedy were two sides of the same coin. And most of the time, the coin was counterfeit, which in itself is the great joke life plays on most of us. And since life is a jest which ends in a mystery, we are privileged to present one of Mark Twain's greatest mystic fantasies.
You can save him.
They all think he stole the money.
But it isn't true.
You can think of everything. Think of something now. Something. Help me.
Call another witness.
There are no witnesses. All we have is his own word that he didn't steal the money.
You do have a witness.
Who?
The money.
The money? What kind of witness is that? What can money do for him?
You know the old saying, money talks.
Our mystery drama, The Mysterious Stranger, was adapted from the Mark Twain classic especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Tony Roberts. I'll be back shortly with Act One. It is the winter of the year 1590. And we are in Austria, in a sleepy country village. Here, high in the mountains, there are still demons and evil spirits, and witches are burned at the stake regularly. But for most people, it is a calm place, a quiet place, a prosperous place.
My name is Theodore Fisher. I'm the son of the church organist, who was also the leader of the musicians, teacher of the violin, composer of the hymns, tax collector of the commune, and in many ways, a useful citizen. I am not useful at all. I have been away to the university in Vienna, where I became a lawyer. There isn't much opportunity to practice law here. The priest settles all the religious disputes, and the astrologer, I'll explain more about him later, settles everything else. Well, it was a beautiful day, and my only annoyance was the fact that my pipe had gone out, and I had neglected to bring a flint with me.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to have startled you.
Oh, it's quite all right.
Is there any way I can be of service?
Service? No, I don't believe so.
There's nothing you require?
Require? Oh. Well, I would like a light for my pipe.
A little thing like that must not stand in the way of your happiness. May I?
He took my pipe and you must understand this. How can I say it? He simply blew his breath on it. And the tobacco glowed red, and spirals of blue smoke rose from the bowl. I jumped up.
Please, don't be frightened. But it was just a trick.
A trick?
Of course. What did you think? Well, a little conjurer's tricks.
What else can you do?
Anything. Do you remember when you were a child? You had a toy castle. There were knights and ladies in the courtyard and cannoneers along the walls.
I do remember that. How would you know?
Oh, it's a trick. Now, let us build that castle, huh?
With what?
With this pile of dirt.
But
what? Everything, everyone was dirt to begin with. Isn't that so, Theodore?
How do you know my name?
What's a trick? And really, there's absolutely nothing to it. All you do is take some dirt.
All he did was take some dirt, and before you knew it, he made a crowd of little men and little women each no bigger than your little finger, and they all went diligently to work as they cleared a space of a couple of yards and began to build a cunning little castle. 500 of these tiny but living, breathing people, swarming about, laboring diligently, wiping the sweat off their faces. I looked at the stranger and I asked, "Who are you?"
An angel.
Of course. An angel. Who else? Do you have a name?
Oh, certainly. Satan.
Satan?
Why do you seem so distressed?
Satan. Well, that's his name, you know.
Yes, I know. He's my uncle.
But you said you were an angel.
Well, surely you remember he was an angel once himself.
Yes, I didn't think of that.
Before the fall. But he was blameless.
Would it be rude if I asked?
No, it wouldn't be rude, and I should forgive you even if it were. Yes, I have. I've seen him millions of times since I was just a little child, hardly 1,000 years old. I was his favorite.
1,000 years old?
I'm about 16,000 years old by now. That is the way you count time.
16,000 years old? You must have seen...
Oh, I've seen it all. I saw Adam created and Abel murdered. I saw Samson surge against the pillars and bring down ruin and death. Oh, what haven't I seen? The castle is finished. There. How do you like it?
How could anyone help but like it? It's perfect. These people are actually human. It's another world. Someone fired a pistol.
No, it's thunder.
Thunder? But there isn't a cloud in the sky.
Oh, not in yours, but in theirs. See how the sky above the castle becomes dark and terrible. The thunder, the lightning.
People. Poor little people. They're terrified. You're killing them. They'll all be dead. Look. The earth is opening under their feet. They're going. They're gone. The earth has swallowed them up. They're all gone. Oh, those poor people.
Oh, don't weep for them. They're of no value.
But they were living creatures.
It's no matter. We can make plenty more. Shall I?
No. You'll only destroy them again.
Oh, that's the history of the world, isn't it? Well, good morning, Theodore.
Oh, you startled me, Uncle Peter.
How could I startle anyone?
I didn't see you coming.
Were you busy with great thoughts?
No. I was merely talking to this... Well, there was someone here just a moment ago.
Oh, yes, my boy. I know it affects me, too. I keep seeing people who aren't there myself.
What are you doing here, Uncle Peter?
What am I doing here? Well, something brought me here, but I can't seem to remember what. I'm not myself these troubled days. I'm not myself. Well, good day, Master Theodore. Now, as I was saying...
Where did you go?
I merely made myself invisible.
Yes, but you should talk to Uncle Peter. He's not dull and ignorant like I am.
And besides, he has a beautiful niece, huh?
Margaret. Satan. Could you help them?
Help them?
Uncle Peter. That's what I call him. But he used to be Father Peter.
I know, a priest.
You know?
Yes, until he was accused of some heresy.
It was the astrologer.
Why is everyone so afraid of the astrologer? Now, what was the heresy he accused Uncle Peter of?
It doesn't matter. It was enough to be accused by the astrologer.
I see.
You see, folks have nothing to do with Uncle Peter these days, and he and Margaret are about to starve.
And you want me to help, huh?
Please. All he needs is a little money to pay the rent on his cottage. Buy some food.
He might not thank me for it. You might not thank me for it.
I try to help him and Margaret, but they're too proud. Wouldn't it be easy for you to have him find, yes, just find some money?
It could be dangerous.
Why?
Well, because it could change the entire course of his life.
Yes, but that's exactly what he needs, to have the present course of his life changed.
Every man's life consists of links in a chain. Each link is an act. It has its proper place in the chain. Remove one link, and the entire future becomes different.
But I've been trying to tell you, he needs another future.
Oh, you have a great deal to learn. I shall see you again.
Where are you going?
I have an errand to perform.
You won't help, Uncle Peter.
Well, I'm not sure you'll consider it help, but we shall see what we shall see.
And he was gone. As suddenly, as unaccountably as he had appeared. A mysterious stranger had vanished. Was it a dream? My imagination? No. In the first place, I am not a dreamy person. Second, it was too real, too vivid. And while I was still debating the matter in my mind, I became aware of Uncle Peter.
I remember now, Theodore.
What do you remember, Uncle Peter?
Why, I have come here. Yes, I lost my purse. There wasn't much in it, but a very little is a great deal to me, for it was all I had. Have you seen it, my lost purse?
No, Uncle Peter, but I shall be happy to help you look.
That is what I was going to ask you. But it won't be necessary. Here it is. But
yes. But what, Uncle Peter?
It's mine, and yet it isn't mine.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, the purse is mine, yes, clearly mine, but not the contents. This is fat. Mine was flat. This is heavy. Mine was light. Look.
I looked, and I listened. I could hear the jingle of coins, gold coins. And then I saw them, as Uncle Peter knelt on the grass and carefully poured the coins on the ground. There were hundreds of them. I'd never seen so many gold coins in my life. Such bright, shining gold coins. It almost hurt my eyes to look at them. They were so bright, so new, so freshly minted.
Who has been here?
Why?
No, you must not lie to me, Theodore. Has anyone been here?
Not a human being, Uncle Peter.
I don't understand. I know you're telling me the truth. It's the money. It comes to over 1,100 ducats. Oh, dear, if it were only mine.
But it is yours, Uncle Peter, every single piece.
No. Only 4 ducats are mine. That's all that were in the purse when I lost it. The rest, yeah, and I do need them so badly. Yeah. No, the fact is, this money is not mine.
But the money is in your purse.
I cannot account for it unless some enemy. Yes, it's a trap.
Oh, but Uncle Peter, with the exception of the astrologer, you don't have a real enemy in the village. Nor does Margaret.
No, it must be a trap. I must have an enemy.
Do you have an enemy rich enough to chance 1,100 ducats just to do you a mean turn?
Well,
Of course not. It's yours. Every bit of it. Didn't you pray for help?
Yes.
Isn't this help?
Yes. I'll take it. And I shall do good things with it. And I'm sure everything will be all right.
Of course, Uncle Peter. Everything will have to be all right.
But you know and I know that it's not going to be all right. People may get to live happily ever after in many of Mark Twain's stories, but getting there is usually quite a problem. Also, we've been chatting here about someone called the astrologer. He shows up soon to complicate matters. All in all, Act 2 will pose plenty of problems when it arrives here in just a few moments. Theodore Fisher is telling the story of Mark Twain's mysterious stranger. And Theodore is the only one in the small village who has seen him. The mysterious stranger claims to be Satan's nephew, but by now we can safely assume it's the old boy himself. Mark Twain always likes to use these little tricks. Throw a surprise visitor into a quiet little town and watch the ripples swell into waves.
It made immense talk in the village the next day. Father Peter told the entire circumstance just the way it happened. He said the only way he could account for it was, well, it must have been the hand of Providence. Suddenly, Father Peter and Margaret had plenty of friends, or at least visitors. Mothers started sending their daughters to Margaret for piano lessons, and it began to look like the old adage was true. You have no trouble making money once you have money.
Oh, Theodore, how long have you been standing there?
I didn't want to interrupt you, Margaret.
I don't know when I've been so happy.
I'm glad you have so many friends.
Well, it's the gold that has many friends. I still have the very few who always... Well, you know what I mean.
And how is your uncle?
He's a new man. But I'm afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Uncle Peter says it was the hand of Providence that brought the gold.
And, wasn't it?
Well, I believe it was, but there are tongues wagging in the village. There are those who say it's the hand of Satan.
Satan?
Yes.
Oh, how would they know? I mean, why should Satan want to give your uncle all that money?
Theodore, I don't understand it. One day we're poor, the next day we're rich. One day we're alone in the world, and the next day we have scores, hundreds of friends.
Don't even try to understand it. Everything will be all right.
But one thing troubles me deeply.
What?
The astrologer. We have yet to hear from the astrologer.
Oh, the astrologer. Oh, well, what can he do anyhow? I tried to pass it all off as a joke. But the truth is, the very name of that man sent shivers down my spine. The astrologer. He made it his business to know everything that went on in town, and to become involved in it somehow. A few days later, a note was delivered to me. It contained 5 words. I want to see you. That's all. No please, or if it's convenient, or by your leave. Just an order. As if he had no doubt it would be obeyed.
So kind of you to come, Theodore.
Yes, sir.
You were there when Peter claims he found this money?
Oh, well, it's true, sir. I was there. He came upon the purse, and it was filled with gold ducats.
It was? How many?
Oh, over 1,100.
Exactly how many?
1,107.
But Peter gave out that there were 1,100.
I suppose he gave it a round number.
Oh, that settles it.
Settles what, sir?
Theodore, my lad, that money was stolen.
Oh, but I was there when he found it.
True, but were you there when he stole it?
But who says he stole it?
It's the only way he could have received it. He then hid the purse on the path, waited for a witness to come along. The witness happened to be you. And he pretended to find it.
Oh, but that's not the way it happened.
How else could it have happened?
How else? Could I dare to tell him about the mysterious stranger? Well, that would get me burned at the stake. And besides, how did I even know for sure there was a stranger? Mysterious or otherwise. I didn't know what to say. So, I said nothing. I wandered around for hours just trying to think. And then, finally, I decided to go see Uncle Peter. But he wasn't at home. Where is he, Margaret?
In prison.
No.
The money, the gold, is in the hands of the sheriff, and Uncle Peter must wait for trial.
Margaret, he is innocent.
I know, but the astrologer is inflaming the entire town against him.
Why? Why does the astrologer hate him?
I don't know.
How will you live?
Oh, I'll manage somehow.
People will stop sending their children here for music lessons. And, Margaret, you know how I feel.
No. Thank you, Theodore, but I would only bring you misfortune.
I don't care.
You would after a while.
Well, then at least let me help you.
I couldn't take anything from anyone, Theodore. The Lord will help.
With all due respect, it didn't look as if the Lord was going to be of much help. Old Ursula, who was cook, and chambermaid, housekeeper, and everything else for Uncle Peter, tried the best she could, but she was unable to create miracles. I tried giving her money, which she accepted after I had told her to tell the proud Margaret that she had found the money in the street. But that couldn't go on indefinitely. There's a limit to how much money one can find lying around and how often. I was walking through the woods feeling very sorry about everything when suddenly he was standing there, Satan himself. Why? Why did you let these things happen to Uncle Peter?
Well, I didn't let anything happen. I told you, and quite clearly, it would affect the course of the rest of his life. Finding that money would set an entire new chain of events in motion.
All right, but we have to do something to help.
Why? Why do you always feel you have to help people? You see where it can lead.
But I can't just let him go under.
Why not?
I suppose that's the difference between you and me.
Now, let me tell you the difference between us. Man is made of dirt. Remember, I saw him being made. I am not made of dirt. Man is a museum of diseases, a home of impurities. He comes today, he's gone tomorrow. I am of the aristocracy of the imperishables. Yes, one more thing. It's the smallest thing, but the most important. You know what it is?
No.
Man has the moral sense.
The moral sense.
Do you know what that is? The moral sense.
I'm not sure that I do.
Well, you should find out. You have it. I don't. And that's the difference between us.
I couldn't win an argument with him. We walked along the path, chatting about everything under the sun, when I happened to notice Ursula. Old Ursula sitting underneath a tree. She had a sickly-looking stray kitten in her lap. Satan.
Yes?
Help her.
Why?
She works for Uncle Peter and Margaret. She and Margaret are starving. Help her to help Margaret.
Once again, you want me to help someone.
Just see that they have enough to eat.
You know what I told you about introducing a different link into the chain of someone's life?
But they're starving.
Oh, this moral sense of yours. Very well. Good day, Mother. What have you got there?
Any fool can see a kitten.
I understand you're very poor. Why do you want to add another mouth to feed? Why not give that poor thing to some rich person?
No, the rich wouldn't want this unfortunate creature. It's only the poor that have charity in their hearts. God will provide for this kitten.
No? What makes you think so?
I know so. Not a sparrow falls to the ground without his seeing it.
Ah, yes, but it falls just the same, huh? So what good is seeing it fall? What good does it do the sparrow?
No. Go about your business, you blasphemous fool, or I'll take a stick to you.
I was terrified. There was no way to talk to Satan. But he only smiled at her as if a mere mortal were incapable of insulting him. She jumped to her feet, and the kitten leaped from her lap and started running around her. She was amazed.
Why, what's come over it? A while ago, the kitten could hardly walk.
Why don't you keep it?
Oh, it's such a pretty one. The home is so lonely with the master locked up in jail. Oh, poor Miss Margaret. Oh, she'd be glad of the company.
Besides, you can have an income from that cat.
An income? Are you mad?
This particular kind of cat is called a lucky cat.
And why is it lucky?
Well, the cat isn't particularly lucky. The owner is lucky.
And why is the owner lucky?
Because every morning the owner of this cat finds 4 silver groschen in her pocket.
Have you nothing better to do? You're lying, making a fool of me.
Now look in your pocket.
You'll be punished for that. It's groschen. In my pocket, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 silver groschen. Oh, sir. Dear, kind master and benefactor, let me kiss your hand.
I told you it was a lucky cat.
Oh, it is. It is.
The 3 of us walked back to the house. Ursula said we must stay for supper. Poor Margaret. She didn't mean to be inhospitable, but what on earth was there to eat? She was so embarrassed. But that cat was an enchanted thing. If you put a fish in the frying pan, as soon as you took it off, bang, another one appeared in its place. If you poured wine from a bottle, there was just as much left as before you started. Margaret was absolutely astounded by it all.
More fish?
Yes, mistress.
Where did you get it, Ursula?
It's a gift of Providence.
And the wine?
Providence.
Now, Ursula?
Miss Margaret, don't you believe in Providence?
Well, of course I do, sir.
Well, then why do you question it when you see it?
Well, I don't know.
I have chicken and beef.
Ursula?
Providence, mistress.
I stole a glance of Satan. He had that amused smile on his face. And I looked at Ursula and Margaret. They were so happy. From being faced with actual starvation, they were now living in the midst of plenty. I was convinced that finally everything would be all right. After all, what could go wrong here?
Our friend Theodore, he keeps thinking everything's going to be all right. At times, he forgets he's a character by Mark Twain, who liked to set his heroes up and then knock them down. We have some more ups and downs due in Act 3, which I shall bring to you in just a few moments. Once again, Theodore has asked a mysterious stranger, who is Satan himself or else his nephew, and does it matter, to interfere with what seems to be a natural course of human events. And really, he asked for little enough, just some food to keep them alive. And the stranger certainly has been generous, probably too generous.
Yes?
Oh, you're Gisela Noir, aren't you?
Yes, master.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I work here for Ursula.
You do?
Oh, yes. I scrub the pots and pans and dishes and floors and windows and walls. I scrub everything.
Is Miss Margaret in.
Oh, no, sir. She is not home.
And Ursula?
Oh, yes. She's drinking her tea in the kitchen, sir. Come in. How do you like my servant, Master Theodore?
But is it wise?
Wise. I can afford her. You should know all about my lucky cat. I can have anything I want. And you know what I wanted all my life.
What I'm trying to say is...
A servant. Now, this might not mean anything to you, but if you were a servant and spent all your years serving others, why, you'd want to have...
I'm asking if it's wise to engage Gisela Nar. After all, her grandmother was burned as a witch.
I know, but there's nothing wrong with her.
Oh, I'm not saying there is. I only think...
The truth is, she's the only one I could get to come here and work for me.
Of course, I worry by nature. And since I feel the way I do about Margaret, I worry about any trifle that might seem to threaten her. But this time I tried to dismiss my worries. I almost succeeded. And then I was walking down the street in the village. I was about to turn the corner when I heard voices. I knew those voices. One was Gisela. The other was the voice of the astrologer.
So, Gisela, my good girl, what are you doing these days?
Well, sir, I'm employed by Ursula.
Ursula?
She's the housekeeper for Uncle Peter. She gives me 2 silver groschen a week.
2 silver groschen.
Besides my keep and my clothes.
She must be wealthy.
Oh, they live off the fat of the land, let me tell you. The prince himself don't sit down to a better table.
Well. Thank you, Gisela.
That thank you. That sent cold shivers down my spine. I had to do something. The astrologer. He'd visit the house. He'd see the frying pan that never emptied itself, the wine bottle that was always full. His mind would gladly leap to one conclusion. Witchcraft. And both Margaret and Gisela would be doomed. There was nothing I could do by myself. I needed help.
Are you looking for me?
You have to help.
Again?
Please.
You want me to save them from being charged with witchcraft? Admit it.
Well, no, not exactly. I want you to interfere, but not really interfere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only asking for a return to the status quo. Let it be as if you didn't help.
Oh.
Well, that's very simple, isn't it?
It's so simple you don't even need me. You could have handled the matter yourself.
Me?
Of course. What is the source of all their bounty?
The cat.
Yes, the lucky cat. Therefore, all you have to do is get rid of the cat.
Get rid of the cat?
And kill the cat.
No, but I couldn't kill an innocent animal in cold blood. Margaret will never talk to me again.
If she's to be burned at the stake as a witch, she'll never talk to you again either. Are you actually weighing between Margaret on the one hand and that cat on the other? Oh, this moral sense that you humans have. Where are you going?
He knew perfectly well where I was going, and I could hear him laughing off in the distance as I raced for Margaret's cottage. I prayed to be on time, to get there before the astrologer did.
Theodore,
Where's the cat?
why do you want it?
Where is it? Your lives depend on it.
You've taken leave of your senses.
Oh, there she is.
Theodore, put that cat down. What are you doing?
I'm taking her away.
Away? Why?
Do you want me to kill her here, in front of your eyes?
Theodore, you can't.
I said, get out of my way. There isn't a moment to lose.
Good morning. I knocked, but no one heard, so I came in. Are we having a lover's quarrel?
Oh, Sir Astrologer, I was just leaving.
Theodore, I never want to see you again.
Well, the deed has been done, I see.
Yes. But she'll never speak to me again.
Well, women seldom realize how long never can be. You saved her. The astrologer asked if he could have a bite of food and a drink of wine. And you know, there was nothing in the house. Nothing at all.
I've lost her. I've lost her for good.
He was quite disturbed about it and angry with himself for having listened to the wild story of a stupid young girl. Well. All in all, it was a good day's work for you.
Why did I have to get rid of that cat?
Oh, that cat was wandering alone in the woods and ill just a few weeks ago. It was doomed in any event.
I didn't see my mysterious stranger for a while after that. I didn't see anyone. Margaret would have nothing to do with me. And I didn't care to have anything to do with anyone else. Life was lonely and sorrowful. And I was having all sorts of melancholy thoughts when there was a knock on my door one morning.
Theodore,
Margaret.
may I come in?
Oh, please.
I've come here to ask you a favor.
Anything.
The Duke arrived this morning, and my uncle is to be tried this afternoon.
Oh,
And he needs a lawyer.
you want me to defend your uncle?
Yes.
Oh, but I'm not really very good.
You believe my uncle is innocent? In your heart, you believe it, don't you?
Yes.
Then you'll be better than a smart lawyer who doesn't believe it at all.
Margaret, about the cat.
I can only believe you had a good purpose in mind, although what it was, I'll never understand.
Then you forgive me.
I forgive you.
How could I possibly get Uncle Peter acquitted? The astrologer was put in the witness box. I did the best I could. Now, Sir Astrologer, you claim these gold coins are yours.
I do, young man.
I, myself, was present when Peter found them.
You mean when he claimed he found them?
If the money is yours, how did you come by it?
I found the bag in the road.
When?
More than 2 years ago.
And what did you do?
I brought it home, hid it in a secret place in my observatory tower, intending to find the owner if I could. I made diligent inquiry, but nothing came of it.
And then?
And then I thought, why not use the money to finish the foundling wing in the orphan asylum? So I took the money out of its hiding place and counted it to make sure it would be enough. And then, I'm sorry to say this, just as I was restoring the bag to its hiding place, I looked up, and there was Peter standing behind me.
Well, how could that be?
Oh, he often came to my place unannounced to ask for a little help. He was quite needy.
Proceed, sir.
I became uneasy and decided not to use the money just then, but to wait a bit longer in case the owner might show up.
And then?
When I heard of Peter's find, I was happy for him, naturally.
Naturally.
I had absolutely no suspicion until I discovered my own coins were gone. And I detected 3 suspicious circumstances in Peter's story.
Well, please name them.
A, Peter claimed to have found his money in a path. I found mine in the road. B, his find consisted exclusively of gold ducats. So did mine. C, he found 1,107 ducats. I found exactly the same.
It was telling evidence. I could see it on the faces of all in the court, especially the Duke. Besides, who would be inclined to disbelieve so powerful a person as the astrologer? They would find Peter guilty for sure. And suddenly he was there. Satan, in the back of the room. I turned to the Duke. Your Excellency, may I have a short respite? Listen to me. We must save him.
You never learn the disgrace of the scaffold. Moral sense. It will be the death of you one day. Go back there and call a witness.
What witness?
It will occur to you at the right time.
Now, Sir Astrologer, suppose we prove that this money on the table here is not the same money that you found. Then it would belong to Peter.
I would say so.
Your Excellency, may I call another witness? I should say witnesses.
Your Excellency, it's too late in the trial for new witnesses.
But these are not new witnesses. They have already been partially examined. The coins, Your Excellency, they are witnesses.
But coins cannot speak, young man.
But they can.
Witchcraft.
Be careful, young man.
Look, you see, each coin speaks. Each coin declares it is not the one the astrologer claims he found 2 years ago. By its date, each coin proclaims it. Each coin declares it did not exist 2 years ago. If Your Excellency will examine the dates, he will see that these coins were only minted at the end of this year. They're scarcely 6 months old. There was a great shout of approval. The astrologer had finally been brought to book at last, and the money was restored to Peter, and everyone crowded around him. He had many friends now. I looked around to thank Satan, but he had disappeared. Finally, I made my way over to old Uncle Peter. Sir, what is the moral sense?
The moral sense? Why, that is the faculty that enables us to distinguish good from evil.
But that sounds as if it could be considerable trouble.
Oh, yes. But it's the most valuable thing we have.
Valuable.
Good heavens, lad, it's the one and only thing that lifts us above the beasts and makes us certain that one day we shall inherit immortality.
Theodore never saw Satan again. Not in this life, anyhow. But he never forgot him. And he never forgot the moral sense either. Nor should you. Nor should I. And neither did Mark Twain. Even so, there were times when he insisted the thing was more trouble than it was worth. But there's never any trouble around here. You just wait around for a few seconds, and I'll be back.
Here's a tip from your Better Business Bureau. Are you looking for a nursing home? Well, here are a few tips. Start by getting a list of the licensed facilities in your area from your local health department. Find out whether they're certified to receive Medicare and Medicaid payments. Also, talk to your friends and talk to your neighbors who placed a family member in a home. You see, it's important to visit a nursing home to check the facilities and the services. For example, food handling, patient care, in-service staff training, housekeeping, and patient activities. Now, before you sign an admission agreement, you read it carefully, including the fine print, and ask a lot of questions about what's included in the price. A number of nursing homes charge extra for such items as wheelchairs, air mattresses, and personal laundry. A tip from your Better Business Bureau.
Mark Twain, by far the funniest man our country had ever produced, and yet underneath a wisdom and an understanding. For it was Mark Twain who wrote, "What a silly, poor thing is human life. How childish its ambitions. How ridiculous its pomps. How trivial its dignities. How cheap its heroisms. How capricious its course. How brief its flight. How comic its tragedies. How tragic its comedies. And then, having said all this, he proceeded to make it all very funny. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Joe Silver, Marion Seldes, Bryna Rayburn, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Intrastar is a fact.
Not to my astronomers.
Well, that means nothing. They are finite. Only their souls are infinite. And a few of them, in the disembodied state, have visited my planet. Dr. Sargent is one of those rare souls. You have told Mr. Dennison everything, and he thinks you're a lunatic. That's right.
You sit there and tell me you're from another planet.
And I'm a god.
And that Intrastar... Well, tell me more.
Lord Z is the ruler. I am his aide. Intrastar is the gathering place, a way station, if you will, for all the human souls. They arrive there after death for redistribution in the unborn.
Reincarnation is a fact?
Yes.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Add a grain of salt, said a learned Roman gentleman named Pliny the Elder some 2,000 years ago. And the value of that advice has only increased with the passage of time. Take everything you see and hear with a grain of salt, and you'll be surprised at how much savor you will add to your life.
I am going to find the old man of the rock.
There's no such person. It's an old wives' tale. You keep away from him.
If there's no such person, why are you so scared?
Because he kills everyone who approaches. Why do you want to find him?
Because he knows where all the money in the world can be found.
Our mystery drama, A Grain of Salt, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Terry Keane and Fred Gwynn. It is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Goblins and ghosts, pixies and elves, kelpies and banshees, spirits and sprites, the good folk, the bad folk. Oh, I could go on and on, but you get the idea. At one time, these, what shall we call them, supernatural beings were as real as the sounds you hear in a deserted house, in a desolate countryside on a dark and moonless night. And nowhere were they more real than on a certain enchanted island that was gracious and green and filled with soft, lilting music and covered with a magical mist. But we run ahead of ourselves. We're not there yet. We're still on this side of the Atlantic, in a large city on the eastern coast, perhaps 70, 80, or even 90 years ago.
Are you the sergeant?
Well, I'm a sergeant. Sergeant Smith.
Are you the sergeant they told me to see?
Are you the sergeant they told me to see? Why, it sings. Your mother comes from County Donegal.
She does not.
Then Monaghan or Cavan.
Sir, I have not come to discourse on genealogical or geographical situations.
Ah, but it is the place of my own origin.
With the name of Smith.
My dearest mother's. Me father comes from England.
That, sir, must be your own private sorrow. And bear it bravely and in silence like a man.
Well then, Miss or Madam.
Miss, if you please. Miss Katie O'Neill.
Miss Katie O'Neill. Oh, it sings like a ballad.
Are you a maker of music or an officer of the police?
The two need not be mutually exclusive.
Well, then I might have done better to consult Mr. John Philip Sousa.
He conducts his orchestra in the park this evening. Would you do me the honor, Miss O'Neill?
Is this how you spend the taxpayers' hard-earned dollars, Sergeant Smith, attempting to romance every young maiden lady that requires the assistance of the police?
Not every young maiden lady, Miss O'Neill.
Then shall we come at last to the facts in the case?
Ah, then. We have a case, have we? To proceed.
Which is exactly what I was doing. This noon, not half hour past, I was standing at the corner of 5th and Main, and... Why are you not writing this down?
I'm gazing into your eyes, Miss Katie O'Neill.
Aren't you ashamed, Sergeant Smith?
Of what?
Attend to the facts. There's work to be done.
You were standing on the corner of 5th and Main.
I was.
And stopping the traffic for miles around.
I was waiting for a streetcar.
A most innocent occupation.
I was in the midst of a crowd that was waiting. Suddenly...
Yes?
Suddenly, there was this tug on my arm.
Tug?
It was more of a pull.
Oh, a pull?
But a gentle pull.
Ah, a gentle pull?
Yes. So gentle, so soft, so light, as a thistle or a hummingbird's wing. Are you writing that down?
Was that as light as a thistle or as light as a hummingbird's wing, Miss O'Neill? We must be accurate in these matters.
Make it as light as either or both.
Well, would you happen to know specifically the weight of a hummingbird's wing or a thistle for that matter? As you know, police work is an exact science.
And then...
Yes. And then?
And then I looked down at my arm, and...
And?
And my pocketbook was gone.
Your pocketbook was gone?
It had been taken from me.
What did you say? Who did it?
See him? No, as I said, I was standing in the midst of a crowd. One moment the pocketbook was on my arm, and then the next, it was gone.
And you saw no one who could have taken it?
No, I saw no one. I said to the people who were standing round, I said, has anyone seen a pocketbook? Mine is gone. I believe it was taken. And everyone looked all around, and someone said, are you sure you didn't drop it on the ground? And someone else said, are you positive you had it with you? And I said, it's been taken by a thief. Has anyone seen the thief? And a man standing next to me said, what did he look like? And I answered, if I knew what he looked like, I'd know who he was.
And no one had seen him?
No one had seen him. I was in the midst of a crowd that was waiting for a streetcar on the corner of 5th and Main at high noon, and a man removed my pocketbook from my arm, unseen and unbeknownst.
And those are the facts?
Those are the known facts.
You discovered the loss of the pocketbook. You saw no one take it.
Nor could I find a witness to the taking.
And then what did you do?
What did I do? I came to the nearest police station, this one. I was referred to a sergeant. You. Now, when may I expect to get my pocketbook?
When we find the thief.
That does not answer the question.
For the police department is not yet in position to make a definite statement.
Oh, it is not.
It requires more facts. Now, how much money was there in the pocketbook?
How much money? Why, none.
None.
Well, no, I never carry money in a pocketbook.
You don't? And why not?
Why not? Should it not be obvious? Why not even to the sergeant of the police? You know what happened less than an hour gone by? Suppose I'd had money in the pocketbook. What then?
Well, so, we established that there was no money in the pocketbook. Well, was the pocketbook itself new?
No. It was old.
And what was the color of the pocketbook?
Its color? I'm not sure that question can be answered.
And why not?
Because the original color had faded and gone, given way to a whole spectrum, you might say, of hues and shades of varying degrees.
Well, is the pocketbook still worth anything?
The poor old thing, ripped it was and torn and in general fallen apart.
Well, then, stolen from you is a worthless pocketbook with nothing of value inside. Why are you bothering to report it to the police?
Ah, but there was something of value inside.
Oh, but you said there was no money.
Something of great value.
And what is that, Miss Katie O'Neill?
A salt shaker.
A salt shaker.
The English side of your family would no doubt refer to it as a salt cellar.
Well, what sort of a salt shaker?
Just a salt shaker.
Huh. And you said it was valuable.
Oh, yes, it is, indeed.
Why would a salt shaker be valuable?
Because it's the only one of its kind in the whole wide world.
Oh, is it made of gold?
Oh, no.
Silver?
Not a bit of it.
Well, then, what is it made of?
Oh, pewter.
Pewter?
Or perhaps not pewter. It could be something even cheaper.
But you just said it was valuable. That it was the only one of its kind in the world.
I said that and I stand by it.
Then is it encrusted, perhaps, with pearls or diamonds, rubies or precious stones?
Oh, no.
Well, then was it crafted by one of those great fellas like a Cellini?
Who?
Cellini, Benvenuto Cellini.
Ah, no.
Then how can it be valuable?
Because it's a magical salt shaker.
Oh, yes, I see.
And that is why I must have it back.
In what way is the salt shaker magical?
In what way can a salt shaker be magical?
Well,
The question only has one answer.
Well, suppose you tell it to me.
And you are a sergeant of detectives?
Well, now, Miss Katie O'Neill, what is your game? You come in here with this blather about a magical salt shaker.
Oh, but it's true.
Why would you be carrying a salt shaker in your pocketbook?
Why? Because I never know when it might be useful.
Well, it would seem to me that the only time you'd require a salt shaker would be at meals. Is that so?
It's most probably so.
And would you take your meals at a table? In someone's home or in a restaurant? Is that not so?
I agree.
Well, wouldn't there already be at least one salt shaker on that table?
Yes, but mine is a magical salt shaker.
Oh, very well.
You don't believe it.
Well, why is it a magical salt shaker?
Ah. And if I told you, would you promise faithfully and truly to find it for me?
It's my duty to find it for you.
All right. When I was a little girl in County Cavan, I lived on a farm with my father and mother. And my father, there was a man for you, filled with great and bold schemes, all of which I'm sorry to report came to naught. And I was a tiny child, but I still remember the talk around the table.
Well, Terence O'Neill.
Good morning, Bridget, my darling.
A good morning, is it, Terence O'Neill? You can't see the sun for the clouds, the wind's howling, and it's cold enough to crack the stones.
Ah, but it's the only morning the good Lord, in his infinite wisdom, has seen fit to send us, and we accept it gladly. For it is written, you shall take the bad with the good.
Oh, and where is that written?
Well, if it isn't written, it should be.
Well, now, not that I wish to raise a subject so painful, but have you given much thought to seeking employment this day, Terence O'Neill?
Oh, yes. I shall be employed expanding the horizon of my knowledge.
I was thinking of gainful employment.
It's gainful. I am embarked on a course of study that shall make us both rich.
Rich?
You don't believe it?
Oh, no man ever got rich by looking through books.
That's because you have to find the right books.
That's how it would go. My father would spend the days reading his books and walking through the fields and the forests, nodding his head, thinking, studying, considering. And then finally, one day my father came home and he had a very old book in his hand, and he was very excited.
Bridget!
Oh, yes, it's Bridget. And did you expect me not to be home?
Bridget, listen to me.
Oh, I listened to you once, and that was the undoing of me. Oh, marry me, Bridget, darling, and you shall wear silks and furs, spangled with cloth of gold and sparkling with diamonds and pearls.
And so you shall.
Oh, of course.
No, Bridget, I'm serious.
About what?
About the promise I made you. About the wearing of the silks and the furs and the diamonds and the pearls.
Oh, well, bring them in and I'll put them on.
I will.
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, my poor Terence, it's gone to your head as I knew it would.
Bridget, I am not crazy. It's here in the book, right here. It tells how to find him.
Find who?
The old man of the rock.
Oh, have you taken leave of your senses?
Bridget, it's here. It's in the book.
The old man of the rock. He's nothing but an old wives' tale. He don't exist.
This book tells you exactly where to find him.
Well, then don't dare go near him.
It reveals his hiding place.
Now, you listen to me. The old man of the rock, he'll make you his slave.
No. Not if you know the magical words.
What magical words?
The magical words that make him your slave.
I don't want another word said about that in this house.
You can make him your slave, and he'll grant you your wish. Whatever you want, he'll make it come true. The old man of the rock. Tomorrow, I'll go to him.
No, Terence. I don't want to be rich.
You do.
Oh, please, Terence, promise me. Please.
But, Bridget, I believe I've never seen you so frightened before.
But it's because I've never been so frightened before.
But what are you afraid of?
The old man of the rock.
But you should be afraid. Didn't you say he was nothing but an old wives' tale?
Well, now, as you know, we're going to find out about the powers, if any, of some supernatural being, assuming, of course, such a one exists. It all began with a stolen pocketbook in America, somewhere. And suddenly we find ourselves in Ireland, somewhere. But it's a good place to be for our purposes. And the tour shall resume as soon as I return shortly with Act Two. As we concluded Act One, we heard someone refer to something hard to believe as an old wives' tale. Well, don't be too cavalier in dismissing old wives' tales. There used to be an old wives' tale to the effect that moldy cheese was good for wounds, and then science discovered penicillin. Similarly, that the bark of a certain tree did wonders for malaria, and science, of course, discovered quinine. Are we also involved in an old wives' tale? Probably.
Now, Miss Katie O'Neill, I don't want you to lose me. But as I understand it, your father had unearthed some mythical character, the old man of the rock.
Oh, yes. And how well he was known in the countryside.
For the old man of the rock. Just who was he?
He was a Dane.
A Dane?
A Viking. One who had invaded Ireland 1,000 years ago.
Oh, you mean one who had conquered Ireland?
We don't talk about that. And besides, they all took Irish names and learned the Irish tongue and became truly Irish, so it can be said that we conquered them.
Well, now you must bring me back to the old man of the rock.
Ah, yes. He was a Viking. A Scandinavian.
Yes?
He was a Dubgale, a Dane, a black foreigner, as distinguishable from a Fingale, a fair foreigner, a Norwegian.
I see. Is this important?
As you said, Sergeant, police work is an exact science.
Continue, Katie O'Neill.
And they laid waste the land with fire and sword, but they could not conquer. So they remained to become a part of it.
And the old man on the rock?
He was a Dane who had ranged as far north as the river Liffey. And one day, he saw a huge rock, and he said, I will build me a castle, and this rock shall be a foundation stone. And he commanded his men to move it, but it could not be budged from the spot.
Yes?
And it was not that large nor heavy a rock.
Well, it could not be moved.
No.
And what happened?
No one knows what happened.
Oh. Well, then?
One day, this Dubgale chieftain, this dark foreigner, disappeared.
Oh, now, what do you mean, disappeared?
Disappeared. Vanished. Was no more.
Well, what became of him? Where did he go?
Ah, that is the legend.
What legend?
Of what legend are we speaking? The legend of the old man on the rock.
Yes?
It is said he would go to the rock, this rock that would not be moved from its spot to become a stone for his castle. And he would say, "Rock, why do you refuse to be taken from the ground and become part of the great wall of my castle?" And do you know what the rock replied?
But I have no way of knowing that the rock could even speak.
A voice was heard to come from the rock, and it said, "You have no need for a rock to form the wall of your castle, dark foreigner. Inside your body is something even harder than I am. Your heart."
Mm-hmm. This is what the rock purportedly said.
Purportedly, is it?
Well, is there documentation to that effect?
Of course. There were witnesses who had seen and heard.
Well, continue, Miss Katie O'Neill.
For a moment, the Dubgale said nothing. He was, as you may safely assume, overcome with fear and surprise.
Yes, I can safely make that assumption.
And a terrible look came into his eyes.
Terrible?
And he said, "Yes, if my heart is rock, then it means that I am rock. And I am that rock. That rock."
Well, now that's drawing a long bow, wouldn't you say?
It makes fine sense indeed.
I'm sorry. I shall not interrupt again. And then what happened?
What happened? He retired to his tent,
Yes?
and he was seen no more.
Well, what became of him?
Evidently, he became the rock.
Well, now, how could he do that?
Well, he was the rock. He said he was, didn't he?
Yes, but...
Let there be no buts. Ah, those were the exact words my father said to my mother that morning. I remember it. I remember as if it were yesterday. We were sitting at the table in the kitchen, and my father said,
"Let there be no buts, Bridget O'Neill. I have this book. I bought it in Belfast, 4 shillings.
4 shillings. And I have had no meat on this table in 6 months.
And a good thing. Meat is conducive to the gout.
Only rich people get the gout. We are in no danger here.
We are in great danger. Tomorrow we shall be rich.
Do not speak this way in front of the child. She will think her father is mad. Oh, it is just his way of talking, Katie. He means no harm.
Of course not. I mean only good. Yes, this book. See, it is 400 years old.
For 6 shillings, you're entitled to a book that is brand new.
The book, you see, it says the Dubgale entered into the rock where he had time to repent his many sins.
Oh, eat your fish.
It wants salt.
Oh, Katie, pass your father the shaker.
Thank you, child. Can't seem to get any salt to come out.
Well, shake harder.
This wretched salt shaker.
Well, it is a damp day.
Why don't you get a new one?
For 6 shillings, I could have had one of silver.
Yeah, well, tomorrow you shall have one of gold.
Yes. Pure gold.
If I can find the old man of the rock, he will...
He will lead you straight to the devil.
No. That is the old wives' tale. You see, he has had a change of heart. Too much slaughter and pillage has sickened him, has turned his heart to stone.
Who says that?
This book right here. His heart is a heavy burden inside him. He seeks to lighten it by doing good for good people. And so, if I can find him... Yes, this book tells how to find him.
Well, why didn't the person who wrote the book find him and become rich?
He could not.
Why?
Because he was a monk who had sworn a vow of poverty.
Poverty? He gets 6 shillings for every copy of the book.
He doesn't get the money. He's been dead these 400 years.
Well, the person who sold you the book, why doesn't he go to the old man of the rock and get rich?
He can't.
Why not?
Because the book is written in Gaelic and he cannot read it. Now, in this book are detailed instructions on how one may find the rock. One must wait for the first moonless night of the month, which happens to be tonight.
Terence O'Neill.
One waits for the first sound of a nightingale.
Nightingale? There are no nightingales in these parts.
There are when one seeks the old man of the rock. One listens.
I do not care how keen your ears. You cannot hear a nightingale where there are none.
One does not listen with the ears, but with the heart.
Oh, I see.
I'm happy. Now you understand.
Oh, my poor Terence. You were not intended for poverty. It has turned your brain. And I have helped.
Now, Bridget, what do you say?
Oh, I shall help you be happy. I shall neither scold nor nag, my darling Terence. I shall support these delusions.
Bridget, we shall be rich tomorrow, for I shall find the old man of the rock. I shall find him.
Where are you going?
To the old man of the rock, my darling Bridget. Good night.
What, Terence? Oh, that man, he'll catch his death. Child, Katie, child, he didn't even take his hat. Here, run after him and see that he puts it on his head.
And I did. I ran from the house, but I did not wish to catch up with my father. For if I should, he would take the hat and tell me to go home. And of course, I would have to obey him.
So what did you do? Something naughty, no doubt.
Oh, yes. I followed him in the dark, through fields, through the woods, keeping far enough behind so he couldn't see me, but close enough to hear him read from the book. And you shall hear a nightingale's song. And he stopped, and he listened. And I stopped, and I listened. And of a sudden, I heard it.
And what did you hear?
What are we talking about? The nightingale's song.
The nightingale?
Yes, the nightingale. As soft and as sweet and as silvery clear.
Well, are you positive it was a nightingale?
Ah, yes.
On what evidence, Katie O'Neill? For after all, you never heard one before.
On the evidence of my heart.
Ah, yes. The only true evidence there is. Well, I must let you continue uninterrupted.
And my father laughed, his great, joyous laugh, and he said, "The nightingale." And we follow her dulcet tones to a tree, a patriarch of the forest, an ancient oak. Its limbs are bare, but the heart still beats truly within. Oh, yes. And beneath this oak is a rock, a large-sized rock, great enough for the foundation stone of a castle.
And was that the rock?
My father stood before the rock, and I could hear him say,
Old man of the rock, I approach with clean heart and a soul that is free from malice. Old man of the rock, hear me. I come to seek your aid. Therefore, I bid you, materialize from within the stone and lift the weight from your own heart. Dubgale, dark foreigner, appear before me.
Oh, cause me, dark foreigner.
It's you. It's true. You. Where did you come from?
Oh, you've seen where I came from. The rock.
Old man of the rock. I believed it. I believed it truly.
That is why I have appeared. And why have you come to me?
I want to be rich.
All men desire riches. It was for wealth that I try give Lodnar sail from Daneland, a Viking pirate. But I've learned better.
Oh, I do not ask to be rich for myself.
You do not?
For private gain.
Is that a fact?
I want riches for what they can do.
And what can they do?
Bring joy.
Not all rich men are joyful. I can say this, having known many. Indeed, having been one myself.
But wealth, it is not meant to be kept.
It is not.
You know it is not, old man of the rock. It is meant to be given away. It should be used to feed the poor, to protect the widow, to raise the orphan, to relieve the oppressed.
And this is what you would do with wealth?
This is what I would wish to do with my wealth.
It's a noble ambition.
And so, will you grant me my wish, old man of the rock?
I will grant a wish.
But this is my wish.
But is it also your wife's wish?
My wife? What has my wife to do with
Well, she too must be considered.
But why?
Because you're not alone. A man and wife are one. In body, in soul, in spirit.
But my wish is her wish.
Are you sure now?
Oh, she's a good-hearted woman. A bit short in the temper, perhaps, but a kind heart, a generous soul.
Well, now, that is what we're going to find out.
And we shall find out all about it in Act 3. Here we have the old man of the rock, this Viking turned Irish. Ah, well, those were days filled with action and magic. And so are these, if you know where to look. Now, where were we? In a police station, almost 100 years ago, listening to pretty Katie O'Neill telling handsome Sergeant Smith about a purse that was stolen from her. And to make the tale complete, she must go all the way back to Ireland, many years ago, and an encounter between her father and a mysterious being known as the Old Man of the Rock.
And so this mythical character, he emerged from the rock, did he?
Emerged, materialized, 'tis all one.
And you saw it?
With my own 2 eyes.
And I still cannot decide whether they're blue or green. Oh, but pray, continue.
And so they had this confrontation. My father, Terence O'Neill, and the Old Man of the Rock.
And what happened?
The old man explained how it would have to work.
Being rich is a complicated business.
It seems rather simple to me, old man.
Does it now? That is perhaps because you've never been rich yourself.
Ah, true.
And how would you choose to be rich? In land? In gold?
I would have to think.
In goods? In stocks? In bonds?
I would just like to be rich.
Well, you cannot wish just to be rich.
And why not?
What is rich? Oh, you and your wife must decide. You must talk together. You must understand together. And you must decide together. And then you must wish.
Oh, well, that should not be too difficult.
Come, we shall walk back to your home together.
Right now?
Is there reason to wait?
No.
Well, then come. For now I've placed a charm on the home of Terence O'Neill. Come, lad. The charm lies over your cottage.
Charm?
From this point on, the very first wish that is made in your house shall be granted.
The very first wish?
The very first and only wish. For it is possible to give but one to a suppliant.
I see.
And so, talk it over carefully with Bridget and decide what that wish shall be.
So, Katie O'Neill, what happened?
They started back toward the cottage, with me following unobserved close behind. And once again we heard the song of the nightingale. Ah, so gentle and clear in the stillness of the night.
And?
It was the dead of winter, but there was a warm breeze in the air, and the ground was gentle underfoot. Soon we were in sight of the house, the little house where I lived with my father and mother.
Yes?
We walked inside, and when my mother saw my father, she was furious because he was not wearing his hat. She was about to tell him so, but then she saw this old man dressed in old clothes, and she said, "Whom have you brought home this time of the night?"
Bridget, darling, I would like you to meet the Old Man of the Rock.
The Old Man of the Rock, you say?
Yes, indeed, my darling. Old man. May I present my partner in this world and the next, the lovely Bridget O'Neill.
I'm charmed to make your acquaintance.
The Old Man of the Rock, is it?
I have that honor, ma'am.
Yes. Well, like goes to like. One cracked brain finds another.
Now, Bridget, we have a matter of the deepest import to discuss.
Have we indeed?
Yes. It concerns becoming rich.
Oh, well, that can wait a day or two, I'm certain. If not a year or a lifetime.
And so, Bridget, you and I must discuss...
You and I must discuss your lack of manners, Terence O'Neill. When a guest is brought into the house, he must be served a cup of tea.
I would be grateful for a cup of tea, Bridget O'Neill.
And while the old man of the rock here is enjoying his cup of tea, you, Bridget, and I shall be exploring the various manners, methods, and techniques, as it were, of becoming rich.
Rich?
Yes, rich. Rich as Midas. Rich as Croesus.
Rich?
I told you. He's the old man of the rock.
Oh, and I am the queen who lives in Windsor Palace.
Tell her. You are the old man of the rock.
I'm the old man of the rock.
And now to business.
I will have no business until I have discharged my duties as a hostess. Oh, you look hungry indeed, my old man of the rock.
Well, no. It has been a long fast.
Oh, a bit of bread of my own baking, and a piece of fish that I caught with my own two hands, seeing as how my husbands are too busy supporting the covers of a book.
Oh, I'm thankful, ma'am. Truly thankful.
Bridget, you must listen now. We must make a wish.
A wish, is it? Oh, and how is the fish, my old man of the rock?
Oh, fine. Just fine.
No, speak freely.
Well, it wants a bit of salt.
Oh, easily mended. Katie, pass the salt shaker to your father's old man of the rock.
Bridget, will you listen? We must make a wish for a certain kind of wealth. Land, money, livestock.
Indeed.
Yes. And whatever wish we make, the old man of the rock here will see that it comes true.
Will he?
Yes, Bridget, it is the truth.
Is it?
Bridget, the very next wish you make will come true. And that's a fact.
A fact?
You don't believe me?
Old man of the rock. What is the trouble, sir?
Oh, no trouble.
Oh, but I can see there is trouble. Oh, it's that old salt shaker.
Well...
It refuses to allow the salt to flow out.
Well, it's quite damp, you know.
Yes, I know. If only...
If only what?
Oh, it's impossible.
Bridget, we must consider our wish.
What wish?
Oh, what wish have I been talking about now? The one wish that will be granted us. Now, Bridget, if you could have one wish, what would it be?
No, old man. It doesn't do any good to shake that infernal salt cellar. Not in this weather.
Bridget, my darling, let us talk together for a moment and decide on our wish.
I know my wish. I wish...
No, don't say that. Not yet. Not until we decide.
But I've decided. I wish...
Bridget!
I wish the salt would flow out of that shaker in all weather. Smooth, clear, in a beautiful stream of glistening white.
Bridget.
Oh, my. Oh, Terence, look. Do you see?
The salt.
See how it flows from the shaker. How smoothly, how quickly, how freely.
Bridget, what have you done?
You know what she's done, Terence O'Neill. She's made her wish.
But...
Now, how do you account for the shaker behaving in just that fashion?
Bridget.
The weather. It must have become dry outside.
Bridget, that was our wish.
Yes, Terence, that was your wish.
What are you saying?
We could have had the world. And now all we have is a salt shaker from which the salt shall always flow free.
Well, Terence O'Neill, you must admit, this is no small thing.
True.
What are you two talking about?
Let me say this. Since I've been the old man of the rock, since I've heard wishes made, never has there been a wish made with such heartfelt sincerity.
Is that true, old man?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's the truth.
You really wanted that salt to flow, Bridget?
Oh, now, what fool's tricks are you two playing?
Could you answer me, Bridget?
Answer him, child.
No, what is this?
At that moment, Bridget, more than anything else in the world, did you want the salt to flow? Answer, Bridget.
Yes.
Oh, Bridget, why?
Why? But I looked at this old man, this poor, tired old man, and I said to myself, oh, here is one whose face is lined, whose eyes are weary, whose life has been hard, whose death will be bitter.
But, Bridget...
He can count his woes by the hairs on his head, but his joys, perhaps on the fingers of his hands. And he was trying to put just a few grains of salt on his fish, so small a pleasure, and even this was being denied him. And my heart almost cried within me. So small a thing, so tiny a pleasure. Why should it be kept from him? And so I wished...
Yes, she wished.
Oh, how wonderful. My dearest darling Bridget. Oh, what a glorious wish.
Oh, the two of you must be drunk.
Yes, drunk. Drunk with happiness and joy. To know what a wife I possess.
Oh, do not flirt with your wife in front of a stranger.
No man who sits at my table is a stranger.
Ah, the salt. See the salt. How freely it flows. And it shall freely flow from this salt shaker. Forever.
And that's why it's a magical salt shaker.
Yes, even a police sergeant can see that.
A grand tale.
But a true one.
And the further history of this remarkable artifact.
I was sent to America. This salt shaker was the gift of my dearest father, Terence O'Neill. And I have kept it with me from that day to this dark and infamous day when it was so cruelly stolen away.
Oh, I'm touched by your story, Miss Katie O'Neill.
And what will you do?
It's a most difficult assignment. Miss O'Neill, shall you promise me something?
First, I must hear.
If I return your salt shaker, shall you accompany me to the park this evening to enjoy the concert by Mr. John Philip Sousa and his band of stalwart United States Marines?
And how do you intend to find my salt shaker, Sergeant?
Well, the salt shaker is magical, no?
Yes.
Then I shall exercise powers of magic to bring it back to its rightful owner.
I shall be waiting at the oak tree near the bandstand, my good Sergeant Smith. And if you have the salt shaker, you may approach.
However, there's no need for however, Miss Katie O'Neill. By my magical powers, I shall have the salt shaker ready for its rightful owner. Miss Katie O'Neill.
Ah, 'tis you. Approach no further unless...
But I have it. See how freely the salt flows.
Oh, Sergeant Smith. Sergeant Smith, you worked magic.
Magic, of course.
And shall you tell me the magic?
Oh, that cannot be revealed. But it's great magic.
Shall I tell you the magic? You see, I happen to know that all pickpockets, purse snatchers, and thieves of that ilk have their territory. Indeed, if they see someone else practice their depredations on that spot, they will turn the intruders over to the police. Is that a fact?
You're telling the story, Katie O'Neill.
And so, what you did was to ascertain which thief is the regular, shall we say, at Fifth and Main. And you told him to produce the salt shaker, or else.
Miss Katie O'Neill, what a suspicious nature you possess. But I retrieved the salt shaker.
Yes, you did.
From which the salt will always flow. And that's magic.
Yes, that is magic.
And so, Katie O'Neill, shall you accompany me home after the concert to meet me mother?
Shall you accompany me home to meet me mother? An old-fashioned line to an old-fashioned ending to an old-fashioned story. And so, the romantics in the house have had their innings. We've had love and magic. And I shall return with more. And from the shaker, the salt shall always flow. And so shall the blessings. If you had one wish, what would you really wish for? All the money in the world? Do you really want or need all the money in the world? Think again, and think deeply. What is it you would really wish for? One of the things I always wish for is to meet you here 7 times each week. Our cast included Terry Keane, Fred Gwynn, Bryna Rayburn, and Lloyd Batista. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination, to the world of enchantment, spells, bewitchery. These are all words from our childhood, pleasant memories of nursery stories before bedtime. The dark side of magic we knew nothing of, and when we grew old enough to learn, dismissed as ignorance and superstition. But once again in our times, incantation, exorcism, and the haunting belief in demonic possession are alive and abroad. They are what this strange tale is about.
I tell you, Doctor, it's the God's honest truth. They brought the young man in on the rolling stretcher to the emergency room, and he had this big sort of dent in his head. Oh, he didn't look like he was breathing at all. There was me with me bucket and me pail trying to clean up. Just me and the young man on the stretcher and the old wino repeater we called PJ they brought in earlier, snoring and dribbling. And that's when it happened. Came right out of old PJ's mouth and across the room and right up the young man's nose, like that, with a burny, cindery smell, like the old scissor grinder stone wheel used to make. Oh, a great black cloud with red eyes in the middle and a long forked tail. Oh, I'd take an oath of it on me mother's grave. It was the devil himself.
Our mystery drama, Possessed by the Devil, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Donald Buca. It is sponsored in part by Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule, and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
If you take a look at the new 1975 cars, it doesn't take long to notice the European influence is strong. And to be sure, there are some new American cars that rival the Europeans, one being Buick's new Skylark SR. But don't consider a Skylark SR because of its touring car interior or its rather rakish profile. Consider it because it's a Buick, possessing many of Buick's nicer innovations, like the new Buick V6, a peppery little engine that spits out a plentiful amount of torque while sipping a surprisingly small amount of gasoline. And if you wish, Skylark SR can abound with creature comforts seldom found on cars this size, with available items like Cruise Master speed control, AM/FM stereo. But you've heard enough. Now you need to see and drive a Skylark SR. And try to remember, it's not a European touring car. It's a Buick.
Buick. Dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Who knows how to help you solve your shopping problems? Your Better Business Bureau knows.
Oh, dear. All of this furniture is so beautiful. Look at this beautiful leather chair and this gorgeous oak table. And the prices are so low, I don't know which one to buy first.
I'll help you, madam.
But who are you?
I'm the man from the Better Business Bureau. Listen carefully. New federal regulations require that furniture be properly labeled, describing what it's made of, plastic, wood, veneer, and so forth. Be sure to read the labels on the furniture. They'll help you.
Oh, I see. Why, look, the label on this marble table says made of marble dust. No wonder it's cheaper. Oh, thank you for telling me.
Think nothing of it, little lady. Just passing along another consumer tip from your Better Business Bureau.
From the beginnings of history, it is there in some form. Possession.
The incubus who ravishes maidens while asleep. The succubus who tempts man into seduction in his dreams. The Dybbuk, that lost soul who dies before his time and is compelled to wander in space till he can steal a body to live out his allotted years. Fact? Superstition? Hallucination? Here is such a modern legend. You be the judge.
Okay, Doctor, an IV set up for old Wally Wino here, glucose, and started right away.
Yes, Dr. Daniels.
Oh, he don't look like he's long for this world.
He hasn't got a cell he hasn't drowned in alcohol. His liver is like a washboard. But I'm not sure I concur with your diagnosis, Mrs. Gideon. Still, I don't know this time. Uh-oh, another emergency. And this is supposed to be the quiet hour.
Do you want me to get out for a while, Doctor? I'm near finished.
No, go ahead with your cleaning. Just don't get run over by the stretcher. Put him over here, boys. Now, what have you brought me this time?
Oh, you poor old souse. Dead to the world's the word for you, all right. You got me sympathy. With my arthritis, many's the time I've been tempted to have a go at the hard stuff myself. Oh, but thanks to sweet Mary, she's held me back. A little sacramental wine to ease me bones keeps me going. I had a few tonight, I can tell you. Oh, but there's always them breath sweeteners to take it away, I hope.
Well, how's your patient, Mrs. Gideon?
Oh, Doctor, I hope he's not a Catholic. The father might never make it in time. How's yours?
Oh, mine's out of my league. What I need is a brain surgeon. Huh. Speak of the devil, Considine just walked past the door. Dr. Considine. Dr. Considine, sir, I've got an emergency here.
Mother of heaven. And me here alone with two near corpses. I didn't see it. I couldn't have. Oh, but I did. I seen it. Oh, the good saint preserve me.
Hey there, Mother. Well, where am I?
Oh, in the Mercy Hospital. Oh, you shouldn't be getting up.
Oh, ma'am, you're sure a different kind of nurse.
Oh, I'm no nurse. I'm the cleaning woman.
Oh.
And you hadn't oughtn't to be sitting up, not with that clout on the head someone's after giving you.
Huh? What clout on the head?
Why, that great big dent as big as a soup plate they brought you in with.
What are you talking about? I'm late for the operating room already.
Dr. Considine, he has a depressed skull fracture. I don't even know if he's still alive. Good Lord, what are you doing on your feet? Dr. Considine, will you help me get him back on the...
Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Look, there's nothing wrong with me.
Mister, an ambulance just brought you in here with a skull fracture. You were out cold in deep shock.
But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing the matter with my head. Look.
Holy mother.
Excuse me, Mr. Mike. Michael Damon.
Oh, well, I'm Dr. Considine, Chief of Neurological Surgery here at the hospital. Would you mind sitting down on this chair for a second and letting me check you out?
Well, sure, Doc. Look, I've got to admit I don't remember how I got here to the hospital, so maybe you ought to have a look at me.
Mrs. Gideon, what's the matter with you? You look like you just saw a ghost.
It wasn't no ghost, sir.
Dr. Daniels, get over here.
Yes, sir.
Would you mind casting your eagle eye over the back of this young man's head and show me one scintilla of evidence of skull fracture or concussion?
Doctor, all I know is Jake Bronstein brought him in on the wagon and he had a decompressed area you could have laid your hand in.
That's right, sir. I saw it myself.
Someone here has been drinking. Daniels, look. If this is your idea of a joke, No, never mind. We'll discuss this later. Mr. Damon?
Yes, Doctor?
For your own protection as well as the hospital's, may I suggest that we take some x-rays of your head? Oh, nurse.
Yes?
You can let Dr. Daniels take over on the IV with the old man. And wheel Mr. Damon straight to x-ray. I want a full set of head plates.
Yes, Doctor.
Now, Mr. Damon, there are a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
Excuse me, sir. Dad?
Mike, are you all right, son?
Oh, I feel fine, Dad, except for a headache. Oh, Dr. Considine, this is my father, Reverend Damon.
Oh, how do you do? Nurse, can we get going?
Dad, what happened? How did I get here?
Well, perhaps you can explain, Reverend, as we walk along. I want to get to X-ray.
Well, I wish someone could explain to me what happened.
I can, sir.
Let me check the IV on old PJ. Wait a minute.
What is it, Doctor?
PJ here. He's bought it this time. Oh, this is not my night. We might have pulled him through. Oh, there's going to be the devil to pay around here.
Oh, you can say that again. It's the God's truth, Dr. Considine. Came right out of the old man's mouth and across the room and up the young man's nose like that, with a burning, cindery smell like the old scissor grinder's wheel used to make. A great black cloud with red eyes in the middle and a long forked tail. Oh, I'd taken off on me mother's grave. 'Twas the devil himself.
Yes, Mrs. Gideon. I think you can leave the medical discussion to us, and I'm sure you have important work waiting.
Oh, bless us. I left me pail and mop there. I hope nobody's been after stealing that mop. It had a brand new head on it.
Well, at least I know now where the smell of alcohol came from. I can't blame you for that, Daniels.
Sure.
But I just can't accept it. In an emergency room, you concentrate on a seemingly healthy patient while you lose a really sick old man.
PJ was a repeater, Doc. He's long overdue for uremic poisoning or cardiac arrest. But this young guy, Damon...
Well, complete your sentence.
Yeah. I was just thinking... That magnificent body, physically way above par, and the injury I thought I saw, well, would have left him a vegetable for the rest of a long life if we'd pulled him through.
What injury?
That depressed fracture. Most of the brain should have been injured beyond repair.
You say what you thought you saw. Apparently you didn't see anything.
You heard Mrs. Gideon back me up, Doctor.
Come in.
Oh, it's the wet plates, Doctor, from X-ray.
Light up the viewing fields, Daniels, and let's have a good look. Yes, satisfied?
Well, sir...
Oh, somebody gave him a knock on the head, all right. There's some exterior evidence of that, but of any fracture?
None I can see.
Well, you're the doctor of record. Shall we send him home?
I see no reason not to.
Okay. Now I'd better get up to OR. Coming! Trudy!
Well, don't look so disappointed, Rod.
Come in. Say, sweetheart, what are you doing here at this hour?
Oh, I couldn't sleep after your call, so I drove over. Is Mike back from the hospital?
No, I thought the bell was Dad and Mike. They're on the way home right now.
How come you didn't go to the hospital?
Well, we've been trying to get in touch with Anton Azarak.
Oh?
So Dad thought one of us should be here in case he called back.
Oh.
I mean, to find out what happened. Yeah. All right, Janda. Cool it.
Oh, what a name for a cat.
Why, I see nothing wrong with it. I think a martyr belongs in a minister's family.
Oh, is that my fate as your wife to be?
Of course not. We just called her that because Mike and she never seemed to get along.
Well, it's hard to figure about the cat. Mike is such a kind, gentle sort of a giant. I thought all animals loved him.
Well, it depends what the word includes. Wait a minute, there's a car now. The return of the prodigal son. Now maybe we'll find out just what happened last night. And that's honestly all I can tell any of you. You were making a fresh fire in the fireplace at 5:30 in the morning and straightened up too fast and knocked yourself cold on the underside of the mantelpiece?
Well, what other explanation is there, Rod?
Well, it is solid oak, and that big round ornamental sphere is a menace. I've regretted it every time I've bumped my own head on it.
Yeah, but Dad, you never hit your head hard enough to knock yourself cold.
Mike, why were you making a fire at that time in the morning?
Well, I wasn't actually making one. I was replacing one. Professor Azarek was with me last night, coaching me for an exam I have coming up, and, well, he got cold.
Oh, come on. It wasn't cold enough for a fire last night.
Well, maybe when you went to bed, but we were up all night. And the professor's a pretty old man.
What were you doing up at that hour in the morning, Dad?
I really don't know. Something
woke me, and I...
Are you all right, Reverend Jays?
Oh, excuse me, Trudy, dear. Yes, yes, I'm fine. I'm just recalling that moment this morning. How vivid it was. I was startled out of the depths of my sleep to wide awakeness. I had a vision of Mike surrounded by flames. It was so real, I even said a little prayer. Then I hopped out of bed, went to the window. It wasn't very dark anymore. And looking across, I could see that all the studio lights were on and the front door open. And I thought I'd better go and have a look.
And when you got there, you found Mike on the floor unconscious?
Yes. Lying on his face, white as a sheet, and deathly cold.
Oh. Yeah, but what made you call the hospital? It's not like you to panic.
Well, I realized that, but the back of his head looked as though he'd been felled by some superhuman mailed fist. It was all bent inward.
I thought the hospital said Mike was all right.
Oh, I am, Trudy. A clean bill of health. Nothing to worry about.
My fault. Must have been an illusion, of course.
Well, I think if the Inquisition is over, I'm going to make up on some sleep. Oh, the damn cat! I've forgotten about her. Will you keep her in there away from me?
What's the matter with you?
Been a very strange night and morning. And I have a hauntingly uneasy feeling.
You mean about Mike?
About Mike. I hope the hospital was right to give him a clean bill of health. He doesn't seem himself at all. Not at all.
Hello. Ezerick? Michael, what the hell happened last night? Okay, not on the phone. I'm going to rest now. But you be sure to be here tonight.
So far in our modern legend, we have caught up with superstition, witches, magic, both black and white, enchantment, spells, abracadabra. Well, there are 2 more acts to come. I'll be back very shortly with Act 2.
When you say Budweiser, when you say Bud, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say Bud, you've gone as far as you can go to get the very best. Yeah. When you say Bud, you tell the world you know what makes it all the way. When you say Bud, you say you care enough to only want the king of beer. There is no other one. There's only something less. Because the king of beer is leading all the rest. When you say Budweiser, you said it all. You've said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Who will cope with tomorrow for a brighter new day? There's one hope for tomorrow, the children of today. Who will live to inherit all we've done? Who will pay? Who will give love and share it? The children of today. We've got to save the children and save the world. Help them to grow to know that life is worth living. Save the children and teach the world to reach out with open arms and spread their love to others. Return to sanity.
You can reach out to help a child. For information, write Save the Children, Box 120, Grand Central Station, New York.
A young man rushed to the hospital with a depressed fracture of the skull, which should have mangled his brain. A chronic drunken repeater
back in emergency on the edge of fatal acute alcoholism, and an aging cleaning woman who thought she saw a malign spirit pass from the drunk to the young man. Now, apparently in full health, we'll be able to appraise just how healthy the young man who made his remarkable recovery is.
You right there. Professor Azarick, please come in.
And must you be so formal?
After last night and today, I'm taking no chances. Maybe with your superior intelligence, you have no worries about our abortive attempt at Satanism. But I have. Look, I was the victim, and since a crack on the head denied me any knowledge of what happened, I'm only hoping you can give me the straight goods.
The straight goods. A peculiarly inept term for what we are engaged in, my brother in Satan.
Damn it, it's not a deal in semantics, Anton. Now, what happened after I summoned up the fiend? I mean, how did you escape, and how could I have been harmed? As long as I was safe in the magic triangle within the circle.
I warned you to keep your feet still. If you touch any part of the circle itself or the triangle within it, you are at the mercy of all the devils in hell.
And if I'd known what I was getting into when I picked your philosophy course, I'd have quit.
You made the mistake of not realizing how vulnerable your soul was as the son of a minister.
All right. I'm not crying over what happened. I just want to know what it was. Now, where was I?
By the fireplace, lying prostrate. The way you fell after he hit you.
Who hit me?
The devil you summoned.
But where did he appear?
Outside the circle here.
The inner or the outer?
Beyond the outer, of course. There was water scattered between the circles, and wolfsbane scattered through it. And within the circle you had the brazier burning.
Everything as you ordered it and arranged it.
Yes, but...
But what went wrong?
Your ego.
My ego? What does that mean?
You lost your head. Or at least almost did. This was a simple experiment by someone who seemed a true psychic to raise a minor antichrist. The motive was strong enough to create belief, or at least the hope of belief. You wanted a familiar to procure your brother's woman for you. Beshal, you were to call forth. Why did you call on Ashtaroth, a giantess beyond your control?
I don't know. Look, do I have to explain?
No. Ever since you became my disciple, you told me that you have lusted after the woman your brother brought home as his bride.
The only thing I've never been able to take from Rod whenever I wanted.
When you finished the incantation and summoned Ashtaroth, I thought the house would come down about our ears. The earth rocked like the San Francisco quake. And suddenly she stood without the circle, a huge figure in chainmail and medieval armor. Meddler and slave, she said, how dare you summon me for your petty desires? Learn this lesson once, if not for all. Turn your face from me in shame. And as you turned, she reached out with her mailed glove and struck you on the top and back of your head. You dropped like a stone.
Across the magic circles?
They weren't designed for major devils.
You swore no presence could cross them.
Nothing but her arm and her fist.
But it's 5 feet from that outer circle to the center of the triangle where I was standing.
I told you the circle was for lesser demons.
What happened after she struck me?
The spirit disappeared. The room was clogged with smoke. I opened the door to let it out and came back to you. You had fallen almost into the fireplace. I pulled the rug back, arranged the furniture as best I could, and fled. I thought you were dead.
Oh, I'm alive.
Yes, but it's not possible. When I left you just before sunrise, you were dead.
What witchcraft can do, it can undo. Whoever and whatever I am, I'm alive. Make no mistake about that. Goodbye, Anton. I don't need you anymore. Oh, hi, Trudy. I thought you'd gone with Rod and Dad.
Hello, Mike. I thought you were over in the studio.
We ran out of beer.
Ah, you're out of luck. Rod's bringing some home.
Well, I found something more refreshing.
What?
You.
Oh, if you'd waited just a little longer, you'd have found me anyway. I was going to wander over to the studio and visit you.
Oh, so that's why you stayed home.
Oh, don't be silly. Someone had to wash the dishes. As long as I'm house guest, I thought I ought to do something for my keep.
Well, you're staying here tonight?
1 whole week. Mom went up with Pops to his 35th class reunion. And they figured that with one full-fledged minister and a recent hospital dropout, I was suitably chaperoned.
Safe as a church, huh? Rod and Dad say when they'd be back?
Not till pretty late, I guess.
Mm.
Pretty rough section of town. That's why Rod insisted on going along.
What's the occasion?
That's one of your father's oldest parishioners. I guess the old lady is dying. She asked for the minister.
Well, her loss, my gain.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just a stupid joke. You said you wanted to see the studio?
Oh, yes. Would you mind?
Mind? Look, I'm out of beer, but I've got some champagne that's begging to be what it is.
Well, what is it?
A split. Just right for sharing. Shall we go? Well, won't you walk into my parlor? Said Beelzebub to the flies.
Oh, now, what's that supposed to mean?
That is the advantage of a classical education.
Uh-huh.
Beelzebub, god of the Philistine city of Ekron. You know, he was known as the Lord of the Flies.
What?
Well, now, there you've got me.
Well, he sounds horrid.
Well, he wasn't very popular with Christians. In fact, they called him the Prince of Devils.
Lord of the Flies.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it gives me the creeps.
Here's something to chase your creeps away.
Oh, I don't want that, Mike. It goes right to my head.
Oh, just a sip. A good luck toast to sister and brother-in-law Hood. Our getting to know you party.
Well, far be it from me to be a party pooper. There's nothing more cozy and reassuring than a room full of books. What's this section here?
Oh, that? That's the main reason I needed Dad's particular library, since my exam was in metaphysics.
The Black Arts, The World of Witches, Essentials of Demonology, The Satanic Mass. Oh, it's a strange collection for a minister.
And it's always good to know your enemy. You know, Dad's quite an authority on the devil and his work.
And you? Are you thinking of becoming a minister, Mike?
Me? No. Perish the thought. No, my philosophy is too easy for that. I long ago decided that if you can't fight 'em, join 'em. Can't you see how evil I am? Tempting you with spirituous beverages, coaxing you here to my lair, and now, having anesthetized my prey, making ready to spring.
I don't think you're being very funny, Mike. Oh, is this where you hit your head?
Oh, yes, so they say. No, I wasn't being altogether funny.
What do you mean?
Trudy, have you any idea how jealous I am of my older brother?
Of Rod? Why?
A month ago, or whenever it was, they turned up with you. My first thought was, why couldn't I find something like that?
That's very flattering, Mike. But you're a little young for the big step.
Not so young as you think. Perhaps. I don't care what you and Ron have been to each other. It was me you wanted. Still want. Only you're afraid of breaking your word.
This is a joke.
It's no joke.
Mike, let go of me.
You wanted me from the moment you laid eyes on me, just as I have you.
Oh, you've been reading too many naughty books.
Don't laugh. There's nothing funny about this.
No, not really. Offensive.
You're afraid of me.
Don't be silly.
Afraid of yourself.
Now that really is the last straw.
Test it. Fasten your mouth to mine. Wind yourself about me. try forbidden love, and it will never let you go.
No, Mike, let me go. You're hurting me. Oh, that's Rod home with your father. If you won't let me go, I'll scream.
What are you going to tell them?
Nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't want them to know what a pig you are. I think that blow on the head must have done more damage than you think. Mike, you better see a psychiatrist. Oh, hi, Rod. Dad. Well, we didn't expect you.
By Lucifer, I'll have you yet. Cowering at my feet like a slave. To use you once and destroy you. As I shall use your surrogate tonight. Whoever she may be.
Oh, dear. How bestial.
What, Reverend Damon?
Just something that happened to a girl on the other side of town.
Let me see. Raped? Oh, awful.
Well, now you got me going. You too, John? Well, since you can't read, I'll read it to you. The body of Elizabeth Migler, 21, was discovered in Marsden Park today by a passerby. Although it was later determined the girl had been raped, the strange features of the case are that she was not robbed, and as though by some ferocious animal tooth marks, showed that her throat had been literally ripped to pieces. Good Lord.
Where's Marsden Park?
Clear over the other side of town.
When did it happen?
Night before last.
Morning, all. I hope breakfast is all ready. I'm famished. What's wrong with that cat? Oh, it's beginning to bug me.
A lot of things are beginning to bug me.
What'd you say, honey?
Nothing, Rod. I don't think I'll have any breakfast this morning. I don't feel like eating. No, Rod, please, don't come with me. I'd rather be alone.
Lovers' quarrel?
Look, will you just take out, brother mine? It's none of your business.
For Trudy's sake, for everyone's sake, would that it were. But, unfortunately, we know better. Or do we? The crime happened miles away, and the devil that may possess Mike is there only on the evidence of a tipsy charwoman. Who summons the devil never calls for him in vain, and once met, few are lucky to get rid of him again. I'll return shortly with Act 3.
Give your hand to a friend. Give your heart to your love. But give your cold to contact. The sooner the better.
The common cold is a rotten thing. You miss so much. Sneezing, drips, and congestion can drag you down. Then ask yourself the contact question. 6 or 3 or 1? You'd need 6 cold tablets, 2 every 4 hours, or 3 ounces of Cold's liquid, 1 every 4 hours, or just 1 contact for up to 12 hours continuous relief of those symptoms. That's daytime, then nighttime relief. Both the others have things for aches and fever, and the liquid, something for coughs. Not found in Contact 600 tiny time pills.
Give your cold to contact.
6 or 3 or 1. Take Contact. Only as directed.
Shining, why, you'd be so surprised. You'd stare up at the heavens with those big blue eyes, and the wind would carry all of your light up to the skies, and the sun would start shining again. And the sun would start shining.
You can help make the sun start shining again through the United Nations Children's Fund. This is Bill Anderson, asking you to be generous when the neighborhood youngsters come to your door to trick or treat for UNICEF this Halloween. Please drop a few coins in their little orange boxes and help UNICEF bring better food, medical care, and education to millions of needy children.
In the kitchen of the Damon house, Rod glares angrily at his brother, who shrugs it off and goes to the refrigerator for orange juice. A troubled Reverend Damon eyes both his sons as he closes and folds the tabloid in his hands, as if it were just as unclean as it is. Rod, unchallenged by Mike, breaks the silence first.
I better go on upstairs and check on Trudy.
Oh, she said she wanted to be alone.
Look, will you stay out of this?
I'm not even in it. Just an objective comment.
So keep it to yourself.
Come on, Rod. I didn't mean to butt in. Catch me up. What's all the hostility about?
No hostility. Just a reaction to a peculiarly unpleasant crime. I think I'll go up and apologize to Trudy for spoiling everyone's breakfast.
That's a good idea, Dad.
If I can leave you two alone.
Well, I have no quarrel with anyone.
Now, forget it, Dad. I just got upset over Trudy. I shouldn't have jumped on Mike.
Well, then, let me see if I can make our future in-law a little happier in our house.
What happened, Rod?
Oh, it all started over this tabloid story about some poor kid who got raped and mangled in Marsden Park.
Oh?
Here, read all about it.
Kind of gruesome, all right. But there's one of these every day.
Yeah, but not in such gory detail. It really got to Trudy. You know, I've never seen her upset like that. I mean, so subjectively involved.
Oh? What do you suppose triggered that?
Oh, I don't know. I just sure wish I did.
Maybe it's better to let sleeping dogs lie.
Who is it?
Your future father-in-law. May I come in for a minute?
Just a sec. The door's locked.
Come on in, Reverend Damon.
Feeling any better?
Oh, not really.
Oh, I should be ashamed of myself reading that yellow sheet. I like to think it helps keep my sense of balance, but maybe I'm just a seeker of vicarious excitement.
Like that rather complete collection on Satanism and the occult that you have in your studio?
Ah, you noticed that, did you?
Night before last, when I was over there with Mike while you and Rod had gone to see your old parishioner who was dying. Did she?
As a matter of fact, no. She made a remarkable recovery.
Oh, really? Well, you looked so sort of worried when you came home. I thought
I was worried about you, Trudy. And Mike.
Why?
You, because I knew you were upset about something. You can't be a minister for over 40 years without learning to read something about people.
And Mike?
Mike is an enigma to me since I brought him back from the hospital. A rather terrifying thought to realize I've lost contact with my own son. I'd like to ask your help, Trudy, and I'll lay it right on the line. Why were you at the studio with him? And what happened there?
You won't tell Rod?
Not if you don't want me to.
Then what I'd like more than anything is to tell someone, most of all you. For Mike's sake. Because I think he needs help. And you're the only one who could bring it to him. Or make him go find it.
Well, Reverend Damon, this is a pleasure. I'm on my way to a class. Can we talk as we cross campus?
Yes. Just, what is the name of your course that Mike is taking?
Philosophy. Perhaps more specifically, metaphysics. Rather freewheeling. I mean, it's advanced, and we spend more time on the perimeters than we do on the core subjects.
Just what were you and Mike up to that long night before his injury?
I was coaching him for an examination.
An examination in what? On what subject?
Why, the class I teach, general philosophy.
And you left before Michael was hurt?
Oh, good Lord, yes. Would I have left the boy if he were injured?
Would you have fled the scene unless you were up to something dark and vile enough to stain your reputation?
I am sorry your boy was hurt. I had no part in it. I resent your holier-than-thou accusations. If you'll excuse me, I have a class waiting for me.
Now for the rug. There. Does it? Oh, my dear Lord. Just what I was afraid of.
What are you afraid of, Dad?
You, Mike. That you turned away from God to seek the devil. Why, Mike? Why?
Who knows? Well, what shall I tell you, That life's a drag. It has no purpose, no goals, no triumphs that aren't tarnished. That there's no good in man. Nothing but pettiness and meanness and me first and the devil take the hindmost.
That's not what I brought you up to believe.
No one blames you, Dad. But Trudy was the last straw. That Rod could find the woman he wanted, and she could turn out to be the one that I need. So I chose his worship. And here we built my altar.
Don't desecrate that name. The altar belongs to God.
This altar belongs to Satan. See the circle traced in vermilion paint? Exactly 9 feet wide, an 8-foot charcoal one within. Light the votive candles, burn the incense, let the mass begin.
Mike, what are you doing? I won't tolerate this sacrilege.
You can no more move than the woman I desire can resist my power. I am the way. I am the darkness. I am the truth. Lord of the universe, whom the winds fear. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. You answer me. Thee I invoke, the bornless one that did create the darkness and the light. Thee I command to serve me and send me the woman I desire.
Trudy, don't come in here.
But the rain.
What's going on here?
Rod, it's your brother. He's gone mad.
Spawn of the outer world. Stay back. Stay back. Or I will smite thee dead where thou standest. Leave or leave except the woman who is mine.
What's going on?
Look out. He's going for Trudy.
Now, look, don't you
Oh, he hasn't died.
Would you murder your own brother?
Okay, that's enough fooling around. You know I could always take you.
Oh, Rod, I hope you haven't hurt him too much.
Oh, don't worry, baby. He always had a glass jaw.
He had something more perishable than that. Call the hospital. And better tell them to bring a straitjacket.
The top of the night to you, Mrs. Gideon. And what's that wee bottle in the paper bag? A little poteen?
Nothing of the sort, Dr. Smart-Aleck. That's a noggin of holy water blessed by me own Monsignor, which I carry with me when I come near this place ever since 3 days ago. What happened to old P.J.? Did anyone ever turn up to claim him?
No. Oh, by the way, while we're on the gossip column, guess who's back in the hospital?
Not the other one.
Mm-hmm. The same. Lying in the emergency room under a deep sedation in a straitjacket.
Oh, what did they bring him back here for?
That's what Dr. Considine and his father, the Reverend Damon, are discussing now in the prep room. Well, if you're going to swab out the emergency, you'd better get at it fast.
Well, I'll tell you something, Doctor. If I'm to be there and alone with that devil, you'll never see emergency this clean again. For I'm adding the Monsignor's holy water to me pail right now, just in case.
Of course, we'll run every neurological test in the book on him under the circumstances, Reverend Damon.
I'm not sure it will do any good. I'm afraid the trouble is psychiatric.
Well, it has to be one or the other, unless we're to accept Mrs. Gideon's diagnosis of possession.
Mrs. Gideon? Oh, I remember now. She was one of the people, like the intern, who remembered that they thought they saw a considerable skull compression.
Which never existed, believe me. Just an illusion like Mrs. Gideon's.
What was Mrs. Gideon's illusion?
Well, I'm afraid she'd had a drink or two, and she had some wild story about a black devil streaming out of an old dipsomaniac who was also in the emergency room and being sucked up through your son's nostrils. I'm really even embarrassed to mention such nonsense. Come in.
Excuse me, Dr. Considine, but the patient is coming too.
Mr. Damon?
Yes, sir. He's still in the straitjacket.
I think, Reverend, if you don't mind, until we see what state he's in.
I don't mind. You might as well both know that the police are by now well aware that my son was responsible for the violent death of a young woman the night before last while under the possession of whatever devils or devil owns him. Shall we go?
By Nurgle and Thomas and Belphegor, no one can hem me in. I am Blacker, Lord of the Flies, and your bonds cannot hold me.
Good Lord, he's out of the straitjacket. I'll get help.
What's going on here, Mrs. Gideon?
Oh, the Lord preserve us. It's the devil incarnate. Oh, stay away from him, Doctor. He'll burn you to a crisp with his fiery breath.
All of you, stay away from him. Leave him to me. Michael, my son.
Call me not by that filthy angel's name. Stay away, old man, for I carry death in my hand as a sword. Michael, I warned you.
Oh, you administer man of the cloth. Get back! Get back!
What happened?
Oh, sure, 'twas the Monsignor's holy water. It's as strong as life.
Michael, no.
All right, boys.
All right, Daniels, you're too late.
What?
Excuse me, Reverend. Let me see. Daniels, come here.
Yes, sir?
Was that the depression you were talking about when this man was first brought in?
Yes, sir. That's what I thought I saw.
Well, at least it's what we all see now.
But how?
I haven't any answers. I only know... I'm sorry, Reverend Damon, but your son is dead.
He hasn't been my son since his first visit here. The mercy of God is that whatever possessed him died with him, thanks to this lady here.
Oh, if I hadn't had the holy water, the Lord does move in mysterious ways. Don't he, Reverend Sir?
In mysterious ways and kind ones. What a field day the Reverend Damon's tabloids might have had if Michael had ever come to trial for the death of that poor innocent girl. Innocent. Perhaps that's the theme of this dark history. If Michael had been less innocent, and had had the guts to be less self-interested and bored, how different his world might have been. But that's the answer, isn't it? We all make our own world. We can't rely on anyone else to make it for us. I'll be back shortly.
Here's a medical puzzle. A person has a deadly disease, yet leads a normal life. How is it possible? The answer is chemotherapy. Through this treatment, thousands of cancer victims regain active, productive lives despite their cancer. Many of these people can continue in their jobs for years, while the anti-cancer drugs, which we call chemotherapy, control their disease. But many types of cancer remain difficult to control. Through research, the Chemotherapy Foundation is stimulating the development of new drugs. More types of cancers will someday be controlled. The question is not if, but when. You can help by contributing to the chemotherapy, that's chemo, C-H-E-M-O, Therapy Foundation, Box 8, New York, New York, 128. That's the Chemotherapy Foundation, Box 8, New York, New York, 128. This is a public service message from the Chemotherapy Foundation.
I suppose I should resist the impulse, but I have to admit I can't. It's one of the rewards for being host, particularly with guests who can't answer back, at least directly. So just for once, a homily. Reach out and find life. Take it and make the most of it. For if nothing else, our story proves to the hilt the oldest of adages. If you don't, the devil finds work for idle hands to do. Our cast included Donald Buca, Joan Shea, Ian Martin, Guy Sorrell, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Now, a preview of our next tale.
No trouble, though.
He went numb pretty fast.
I thought he would.
He wanted me to give you a message, but then he couldn't remember what it was. And he thinks you're some kind of a warden.
Poor man.
You know, Mr. Z, I didn't much like it inside that room.
You knew you were coming out.
Who ever dreamed up the black room anyway?
I've no idea.
Somebody must have.
There's always been a black room, far as I know.
Hell of a place.
Yes.
How long will he last, do you think?
Matter of days. Weeks, possibly.
Then what?
He'll go mad. Or die.
Wonder what he's doing now.
Oh, counting by twos, then by threes, then by fours. Anything to keep from thinking. That's what they all do.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm Tammy Grimes. Today's story is about love and hate. But I have to admit that hate plays a bigger part in the life and adventures of George Wallaby. Oh, I know what you're thinking. George Wallaby isn't a very inspiring name for the hero of a crime story. But then George is a somewhat different hero. He's not very tall. He's not very strong. He's, well, let's face it, George is short, bald, and what polite people call unprepossessing. But he's our hero just the same. And all because he meets a man he hates.
Mr. Kipnis, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I hate Harold Buckhalter.
Now, George.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kipnis. I don't usually hate people. I don't think I've ever hated anyone in my life. But I hate Harold.
Our mystery drama, I Hate Harold, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Larry Haynes. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The time, 10:15 on a Monday morning. The place, the offices of Kipnis and Company, dealers of fine jewelry, wholesale only, please. It's a soothing, pleasant scene before us. The gentle clacking of a typewriter, the soothing shuffle of papers, the subdued syllables of murmured conversation. It's a scene George Wallaby knows only too well, since he has viewed it from his desk for the past 6 years. Although these days, that view has improved considerably, because now, sitting at the desk opposite George, There's a lovely young woman named Gretchen. Sweet, soft-spoken Gretchen, with a long, silky blonde hair, who inspired George Wallaby with delicious daydreams. But today, George is about to have another kind of dream. At 10:15 on a Monday morning, George is about to have a nightmare.
Hi, gorgeous. Is Mr. Kipnis around?
Why, he's in his office, I think.
Well, why don't you march right into his office and tell him that Harold Buckhalter is here?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. Buckhalter?
Yes, that reminds me. He said something about checking in with his executive assistant. Is that you, doll?
No, that's Mr. Wallaby.
Oh, too bad. You're Mr. Wallaby, I presume.
I certainly am. What can I do for you, Mr. Buckhalter?
Hey, come on. It's a small office. The acoustics are perfect. Didn't you hear what I told Gorgeous? I want to see the boss.
I also heard Miss Simmons ask if you had an appointment.
Just tell the old man Harold is here, Wallaby. Wallaby. Sounds like a guy gargling. You got a first name, Wallaby?
Would you mind telling me what company you represent?
I represent myself, kiddo, just myself. Now, will you tell the boss I'm here, or do I just walk into his office?
I'll tell Mr. Kipnis, George.
George. So that's your name. Good, good. I'll call you George, and you can call me Harold.
Now, you better call yourself a cad, Buckhalter. I doubt very much that Mr. Kipnis will see you.
Harold, my boy, why didn't somebody tell me you were here?
Hi, Mr. Kipnis. Sorry I'm late.
Come inside, Harold. We'll have a nice talk, and then we'll go out to lunch. No, have you met my assistant, George Wallaby?
Sure did, Mr. Kipnis. Nice fella, George.
Well, I haven't met Mr. Buckhalter, Mr. Kipnis. Not formally, anyway.
Well, let me introduce you. You fellas are going to see a lot of each other.
We are?
Harold is our new sales manager. He's going to replace old Demetrius. You know Demetrius is retiring.
Dead, Mr. Kipnis.
What?
Mr. Demetrius died last month.
Oh, yeah. Yes, of course. We sent flowers, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is our little office, Harold. Small but efficient. Well, this will be your desk right here, right behind George.
I'll keep an eye on him, Mr. Kipnis.
You do that, Harold.
And I certainly intend to keep an eye on you, Miss Simmons.
Yeah, well, come into my office, Harold. And you like cigars?
Well, what did you think of that?
What, George?
Did you see that Harold?
Yes, I did. He had an awfully nice smile, didn't he?
I just don't understand it, Gretchen. I talked to Mr. Kipnis about that sales job 2 months ago when Demetrius first left.
Oh, they have spinach steak on the menu today, George. Your favorite.
You know, I've been there 6 years. 6 years, Gretchen. You'd think that would entitle me a little consideration.
Of course, there's the peanut butter beef patty. You like that, too,
How
don't
could
you?
Kipnis fall for a loudmouth super salesman like Harold Buckhalter? Our clients will hate him.
Harold says they're all crazy about him.
What did you say?
Harold told me that all our clients just adore him.
When did he tell you that?
At dinner last night.
Gretchen, you had dinner with Harold Buckhalter. Why?
Yeah, because he asked me.
But you never had dinner with me, Gretchen.
I have lunch with you, George.
You mean I'm more the lunch type and Harold is the dinner type?
You know, I never thought about it, but yes, I guess that was true.
You know something, Gretchen? I don't like Harold Buckhalter.
Come on in, George. Well, sit down. You don't look well enough to be standing up.
The truth is, I'm not feeling too well, Mr. Kipnis.
What's the matter? You got a virus?
Well, you could say that, I suppose. A virus named Buckhalter.
How's that again?
Oh, well, it's worse than a virus, sir. It's a galloping infection. It's a plague.
What are you talking about,
Well,
George?
I'm talking about your new hotshot sales manager. I'm talking about Harold Buckhalter. That man is plaguing me, Mr. Kipnis. He's driving me crazy.
Now, easy now, George. Take it easy.
He's inventing new tortures for me every day. He's dedicating his life to tormenting me, and it's got to stop.
Now, you can't be serious, George. Why, Harold's too busy to do anything like that. He's out there selling every day.
Well, before he goes out there, Mr. Kipnis, he's in here at my desk finding new ways to make me suffer, like yesterday, for instance.
What did he do to you?
Well, he put a pinhole into my coffee container.
He what?
He put a little pinhole into the bottom of my cardboard coffee container. It was a slow brown leak all over my desk, my correspondence, everything.
Now, George, why would Harold Buckholder play a silly trick like that? He's a grown man.
Oh, is he? Would a grown man put a thumbtack on another grown man's chair? Would a grown man leave a message on my desk to call a Mr. Fish at a number that turns out to be the aquarium?
I'm sorry. It sounds like harmless pranks to me.
And last week, do you know what he did to me last week?
What did he do, George?
Well, I was having lunch in the House of Health restaurant. I was with someone, and Harold came in and took a table right near us.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Now, wait, just listen. He kept butting in on my private conversation, and I got so irritated, I gagged a little bit on a piece of spinach. And do you know what he did then?
What, George?
He performed a Heimlich maneuver.
A what?
You know, the Heimlich maneuver, where they grab you around the waist to keep you from choking?
Oh, yes. That's a great lifesaver.
Yeah, well, only my life didn't need saving, sir. Don't you understand? He just wanted to humiliate me, make a fool out of me in front of people.
Now, George, you're taking this much too seriously. I know you don't like Harold. I know you resent him a little. But he's a salesman, George. You're more of an inside man.
Well, I just can't believe that a vulgar lout like Harold Buckholder can be any kind of salesman. And I wouldn't be surprised if he turned out to be a complete fraud.
Now, George...
Well, how do you know the kind of deals he's making out there? How do you know he isn't some kind of a crook?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Did you check his references? Did you call his last employer?
Well, no, I didn't.
Mr. Kipnis, you've got millions of dollars in jewelry in this office. Now, how do you know he isn't planning something criminal?
George, that's enough. I know you don't like Harold, but there's no reason to make wild accusations.
Well, I'm sorry. Mr. Kipnis. I don't usually hate people. I don't think I've ever hated anyone in my life. But I hate Harold. Well, just see about these so-called references.
Directory assistance, what city, please?
Providence, Rhode Island, please. I need the number of the Harriman Jewelry Company. I'm afraid I don't have the exact address.
One moment. That number is area code 401-555-6737.
Hello, is this Mr. Harriman?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you?
My name is Wallaby. I'm with Kipnis and Company. I'm Mr. Kipnis's executive assistant. Mr. Harriman, do you happen to know a Harold Buckholder?
Harold? Of course I know Harold.
No. Then he actually worked for your company, just as he says in his resume?
Yes, of course he did. Not very long, mind you, but he was here. Yes, Harold was a darn good salesman. All my customers liked him.
Oh, that's very nice.
I wish I could have kept him longer, but the business the way it was.
Yeah, well, how long did he actually work there?
Oh, about 3 months, I guess, give or take a couple of weeks.
Oh. Well, if he was that good, why did you let him go?
Had to do it. Like I said, business was pretty tough. We had a rather large and unexpected loss.
What did you say?
I said we had a loss or a theft. Well, we don't know for sure. The insurance company called it a mysterious disappearance.
Mysterious disappearance?
Yes, unfortunately, our policy didn't quite cover the loss. Well, we had to make up the money some way, so we cut down on staff.
And so you let Harold go?
Well, as a matter of fact, Harold offered to quit. He saw we couldn't afford him anymore. Nice guy, Harold. You're lucky to get him, Mr. Kipnis.
Yeah, my name... never mind. Thank you, Mr. Harriman. Thank you very, very much. Goodbye. Mysterious disappearance. Oh, how I'd like to see that happen to Harold.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's not.
You're not expecting anyone? Lady, perhaps?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, to tell you the truth, I've seen you in here with a lady before. A very pretty girl. Long, blonde hair.
Oh, well, I'm alone today.
Her name is Gretchen, isn't it?
Yes. How did you know?
And your name is George. George Wallaby, am I right?
Now, wait just 1 minute. Have you been eavesdropping, Mr.
Carstairs, the name. Call me Walter.
Well, I don't think I want to call you anything.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me explain. In fact, maybe this will explain it better than words.
That's a badge.
Shh, keep your voice down. I'd rather people didn't know what I did for a living.
Have you been trailing me?
Oh, now, don't look so worried. You're not under suspicion, and neither is your girlfriend.
Well, she's not my girlfriend. Gretchen is just someone in the office.
And there's someone else in your office, isn't there? Someone who calls himself Harold?
Oh, yes, we definitely have a Harold.
Well, I wish I had a Harold. I wish I had him in jail.
Did you say jail?
That's right, George. You see, I happen to believe that Mr. Harold Buckhalter is nothing less than a crook.
Speak about prophetic visions. Apparently, George Wallaby's instincts about Harold are correct. Harold may be more than loud and vulgar, but as George sits in the health food restaurant, there's a strange expression on his face. He doesn't look alarmed. He doesn't look worried. Why, anyone looking at George Wallaby right now would think that he had just heard very good news. We'll find out how good that news really is when we return with Act 2 shortly. They say that every dog has his day, and perhaps that day has arrived for George Wallaby. Sitting opposite him at the House of Health restaurant, a grim man in shaggy brown tweeds had told him something electrifying. That Harold Buckhalter may well be a clever criminal. The eyes of George Wallaby are glowing as he listens.
It's true, George. Nothing would give me greater pleasure than to put a pair of handcuffs on that man. Do you know how long I've been after him?
No. How long?
It was, let's see, I guess it was 4 years ago next month. I was working as an investigator for an insurance company. There was a brazen robbery at a large jewelry firm in the Midwest.
And Harold worked there?
Their best salesman, they said.
Yes, they all say that.
And the funny thing is, the next case I worked on involving a gem theft was a big firm in the Northeast. And lo and behold, who was their best salesman? Excuse me, George, are you listening to me?
Oh, Mr. Carstairs, if you only knew how I was listening to you.
Call me Walter. Something tells me that you and I have a lot in common.
This is incredible. This is wonderful.
Now, wait now. Don't get me wrong. I don't have any actual evidence that Harold Buckhalter was behind these gem heists.
Gem heists? I love it.
If I did have the evidence, I would have been flashing my badge in his face, not yours.
Yes, but Walter, do you mean he commits robberies?
Not at the point of a gun. It's more like a con game, inside jobs. To me, it's no coincidence that Harold Buckhalter worked in 3 companies that sustained large losses of gems. I worked on 2 of those cases, George, and I smell a rat.
Well, why don't you warn my boss, Mr. Kipnis?
Wouldn't do any good. If there's one thing Harold manages to do, it's get himself in good graces with the boss.
Oh.
And if he did believe me and fired Harold, he'd just move somewhere else. Maybe where I can't find him.
And you really think he's going to try something here at Kipnis and Company?
I don't know. But I want to know. I want to catch this guy with the meat in his mouth.
Walter, listen, if there's anything I can do
Interesting that you should say that.
Oh, you mean there is?
You don't like Harold Buckholder, do you?
No, I don't.
And how would you like to help me catch this guy, George? Right in the act.
Me?
I can't do it alone. I need somebody on the inside. And since you're Kipnis' executive assistant...
Now, what would I have to do, Mr. Carstairs?
Call me Walter.
Yes, Walter.
Look, George, don't you see? Harold won't be able to pull his scam without involving you.
Well, he could deal directly with Mr. Kipnis.
No. Harold always operates with the same M.O.
M.O.? What's that?
A modus operandi.
Modus operandi, yes.
He always waits until the boss is out of town before he goes to work. That's why you're bound to be involved. And when you are, get me in the picture, and we'll nail them together. Does that appeal to you?
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, that appeals to me very, very much.
A week has passed since Walter Carstairs interrupted George Wallaby's bean and carrot soup with an invitation to adventure. It was a bad week for George. On Monday morning, Harold did Walter a favor and shellacked his wooden swivel chair. However, he forgot to advise George that the chair was still sticky wet. On Tuesday, Harold apologized by bringing George a present, a new hairbrush. George's bald head went pink when Gretchen giggled. On Wednesday, Gretchen took pity on George and had lunch with him.
You just don't understand, Harold. He's fun-loving.
He is, huh?
Well, he just has a well-developed sense of humor.
Oh, is that what you call it? Shellacking my chair, ruining my files?
Oh, you don't know if he did that.
Of course he did. Gretchen, that man has been making my life miserable ever since he came to Kipnis and Company.
But why would he do that?
Because he's... Well, that's the kind of person he is. Among other things.
What other things?
Never mind.
George, do you know something I don't know?
Well, maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Well, what is it?
I can't tell you.
Oh, well, I could always find out for myself. I can ask Harold at dinner.
All right. I'll tell you. But you have to promise not to breathe a word.
Oh, I promise.
Gretchen, Harold Buckholder may be a jewel thief.
George, what an awful thing to say.
Well, it may be true, Gretchen. I have inside information.
What you have is a grudge.
Well, maybe so, but there's more to that guy than meets the eye.
Oh, how exciting.
Is that all you can say?
But it is exciting. I mean, I thought Harold was just a fun person. But a jewel thief.
You know something, Gretchen? I think you like him better now.
Oh, you have to admit, George, these international jewel thieves are so fascinating.
I didn't say he was international. I said he was just a local jewel thief.
Oh, but just the same, there's something so glamorous about it. Don't you think?
Oh, we'll see how glamorous he looks when I put him behind bars.
But the days passed slowly and nothing exciting happened at the offices of Kipnis and Company. Except that Gretchen seemed even more impressed by the dashing Harold Buckholder than ever before. Then it happened. The detective, Walter Carstairs, had told him that Harold rarely made his move until the boss was out of the office, preferably out of town.
George, I'm going to the Far East on my annual buying trip.
Yes, Mr. Kipnis. How long will you be gone this time?
Couple of weeks. First stop Hong Kong, then I'm going to try to get over to Canton and maybe Peking.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
You'll see about plane tickets, hotel reservations, ground transportation.
Yes, sir.
You'll come to my place tomorrow and pack.
Oh, yes, sir, as usual.
And, of course, you'll take Fifi again.
Oh, do I have to, Mr. Kipnis?
As you know, Mrs. Kipnis doesn't want to put her dog in any kennel.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget about watering the plants. Miss Kipnis will give you the schedule.
Yes, sir.
She'll also give you a list of TV programs to tape.
Oh, naturally, sir.
And don't forget about picking up the kids after school like you always do.
Well, Now that they're both in college, Mr. Kipnis, don't you think that maybe they...
Well, what are you waiting for, George? You've got things to do.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kipnis.
But this was one year that George didn't really mind doing all those things for Mr. Kipnis, because it would mean that the boss would be out of the office, and that Harold Buckhalter, local jewel thief, might make his big move. Then, sure enough, only 6 days after his departure, Mr. Kipnis's fair-haired boy, Harold, walked up to George's desk, waving a yellow rectangle of paper.
Hey, George, look at this.
What is it?
Look, it's a cable from the old man from Hong Kong. He wants me to show the Contessa collection.
The Contessa? You must be kidding.
Why would I kid you, George? Here's the cable.
Well, that's ridiculous. Mr. Kipnis would never...
Never what? The collection's for sale, isn't it? That's why we have it on consignment. So go on, George. Get it for me.
No, I can't. I just can't.
Look, read it yourself, huh? All right, George, I'll read it for you. Show Contessa collection. Arnold Rutherford, Hotel Woodard, soonest. Sending Wallaby authorization today.
Listen, I didn't receive any authorization.
You haven't even looked at your mail yet, George.
Oh, yes. Let's see.
Well, what's that? Huh? What's that under there? Looks like another cablegram to me.
Yes, it is. Well, this constitutes authorization. Give Buckhalter Contessa collection for sales call. Kipnis.
Well, there you go, George. So, hand over this Contessa collection, whatever that is.
Do you mean you don't even know?
Why should I?
Well, it's the most precious collection in the entire catalog.
No kidding. What's in it?
Well, there are 13 high-quality blue-white diamonds. They were originally part of a necklace worn by an Italian countess of the last century.
Wow. She must have been a pip.
Well, Mr. Kipnis has had this collection on consignment for the last 2 years.
Couldn't unload them, huh? Well, don't worry, Georgie. Super salesman is here.
No, you don't understand. The diamonds are virtually flawless, perfectly matched. Well, they could have been sold individually 100 times, but the owner refuses to sell the gems separately.
Okay, so I'll sell a whole bunch of them to this guy, Rutherford.
And just who is Rutherford?
One of my contacts. Don't worry about that, Georgie. Just get the stuff out of the vault.
I assume this contact is coming here?
No. I'm bringing the collection to his hotel.
Oh, well, you can't do that, Harold.
Why not?
Because it's against company policy. No one is allowed to leave with more than a few $1,000s worth of samples. And just one of the diamonds in the collection is worth at least $80,000 to $100,000.
George, will you stop giving me a hard time? You saw the old man's cable, so don't yammer at me about company policy.
Now, this is quite a responsibility, Harold. Maybe I should call Mr. Kipnis in Hong Kong.
Now, look, George. If Kipnis wanted to give you the instructions by phone, he would have called. Besides, he never spends more than a couple of days in these places. He has a lot of territory to cover in 2 weeks.
Well, anyone could have a cable sent.
Who else do you know named Kipnis in Hong Kong? Come on, George. My client is waiting for me. Get in there and get those diamonds.
Very well. But it isn't in the outside vault. Mr. Kipnis keeps them in his private safe in his office. Excuse me. What's that number? What did I do with that number? Oh, yes, here it is. 2, 3.
Hello?
Mr. Carstairs. This is George Wallaby.
Call me Walter, George.
Yes, Walter. Listen, Walter. It's just the way you said it would be. Buckhalter just asked me to give him some diamonds from Mr. Kipnis's private vault.
Oh. And Kipnis is away, right?
Yes, right. He's in the Far East. He's traveling. There were 2 cablegrams.
Phonies, George. Take my word for it. He probably has a Confederate send them.
Yes, I'm sure of that. Mr. Kipnis would never let that collection out of his office. He never lets anyone ever show it but himself.
Sounds like our boy is making his move.
Well, what should I do, Walter? I can't possibly give him the diamonds. I know that it'll be the last we see of him.
Give them to him, George.
What? What did you say?
Give him those rocks. It's the only way we're going to catch this guy red-handed.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Oh, of course you can do it. Believe me, he won't get very far with them.
Well, if he got away with this before...
He didn't have me on his tail. This time will be different, I promise. Now, here's what you do. Stall him for about half an hour. That's how long it'll take for me to get in front of your building. When he comes out with the goods, I'll be there.
No, I won't.
Don't you want to see justice done, George?
I can't possibly release all those valuable diamonds.
Don't you want to see that phony behind bars where he belongs?
Yes, of course I do, but
You don't like the guy, do you, George?
I hate Harold.
Then what are you waiting for, George?
Yes, you're right. You're right, Walter. It's the best way. I'll give him the diamonds, but I'm going with him to meet this customer. I want to see this arrest for myself.
No, George, that's no good. You'll scare him off.
Well, just the same, Mr. Carstairs, if I'm going to do this thing, I will have to be part of the action.
You really are a good citizen, George.
It has nothing to do with the diamonds. I want to see those handcuffs go on because I hate Harold.
And so, in the next few minutes, George Wallaby is going to get his chance for revenge. Of course, at the same time, Harold Buckhalter is going to get his chance at several $100,000 worth of diamonds. Which one of them is going to be the happy man? We'll find out when we return with Act 3. It's a moment of crisis in the offices of Kipnis and Company Wholesale Jewelers. A moment that George Wallaby will look upon as the turning point of his life. He has made a fateful decision, and now there is no going back. As he steps out of the private office of his employer, Mr. Kipnis, there is a flat steel box in his hand, and Harold Buckhalter looks at the box and smiles.
Well, now, that's being sensible, George. Mr. Kipnis would have been very upset if you hadn't listened to him. Yes, we wouldn't want to upset Mr. Kipnis, would we? No, George, we wouldn't. Well, hand it over. No, it's quite all right. I'll be glad to carry them.
You're really sure you want to do this, huh? Come along with me.
Well, why not? You can tell Mr. Rutherford that I am your assistant. That's the way you treat me around here, isn't it?
All right, George, if that's the only way you'll have it, let's go. Oh, just one moment. I want to tell Gretchen something. Oh, Gretchen, baby.
Yes, Harold?
Hey, I'm expecting a call from London this afternoon, maybe one from Marrakesh. Tell them I'll call back in a couple hours.
Yes, Harold?
And don't forget about tonight. I just got the tickets. 5th row center.
Oh, I won't forget.
Hope we go back to my place later and listen to my new stereo, huh? Well, George, ready to leave?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. You don't know how ready I am.
It was exactly 25 minutes since George's last word with Walter Carstairs when he and Harold emerged into the street. His heart beating twice as fast as normally, George clutched the flat steel box against his chest as Harold deftly waved a taxi to a stop against the curb. George looked about for Walter Carstairs, but there was no sign of the detective, and he began to wonder if he had made it on time.
Hotel Woodard, please.
Nervously, George looked out the rear window to try and catch a glimpse of Carstairs' trailing vehicle. He saw nothing, but he felt sure that the detective was behind them. He just had to be.
You don't trust me, do you, George?
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, that's the reason you came along with me, obviously. You thought I might do something foolish, like walk off with a diamond.
No, I didn't think any such thing.
Yeah, I could see from the way you looked at those cablegrams. You thought they just might be a fake, didn't you?
Certainly not.
Yeah, I'll bet you were hoping they were a fake, George. And I'll bet you're hoping there ain't a Mr. Rutherford at the hotel, am I right?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, Harold.
Tell me something. Why do you keep looking out the back window?
Out the back? Oh, well, it's just a habit. That's a habit of mine. I'm always a bit nervous when I'm carrying so much precious merchandise.
Oh. Well, I can help make you less nervous, George. Give the box to me.
No, thank you.
Hey, here we are. There you go, buddy. Well, are you all set, George?
All set.
they enter the lobby of the Hotel Devonshire, poor George Wallaby's knees are shaking so hard he can hardly navigate across the thick carpet. There is still no sign of Walter Carstairs, and for a depressing moment, George wonders if the detective has been mistaken, if the cablegram was indeed genuine, if there really is a Mr. Rutherford in a hotel room upstairs, waiting to make an offer on the most precious gems in the Kipnis and Company inventory.
One moment, George. I'll have to use the house phone. Tell Rutherford that we're here. Oh, Mr. Rutherford, please. I think the room number is 811.
George's heart is beating faster than ever. Is there really a Rutherford? Is he a genuine customer, or perhaps a confederate of Harold Buckhalter? If he goes upstairs with Harold, will his life be in danger? George's hand in the flat steel box becomes slippery with perspiration, and there is still no sign of Walter Carstairs. But then...
Oh, George, huh? He wants me to come up alone. What? Rutherford? He wants me to come upstairs by myself. With the diamonds, of course. Well, I told you I can't permit it. Rutherford's a very private person. He doesn't like a lot of people around. Now, come on, George, give me the box. No, I won't do it. He's only going to be in town one day. Now, if he doesn't see the Contessa collection right now, we lose the sale. Well, I can't. I still... Sorry, George. It just has to be this way. Hey, give me that box. See you later, kid. Harold, stop. Can't keep it waiting. I can just catch that elevator. Harold!
It was no use. Harold was gone behind the closing doors of the elevator. He had moved too swiftly for George to stop him, and there was still no sign of the detective. Frantically, George tries to decide what to do. Then he has an idea.
Hello, Mr. Rutherford, please. Rutherford. Are you No. No, I don't know his first name, but he must be registered here. I just heard someone... Oh, I see. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, my gosh, he didn't call upstairs at all. He must have had his finger on the hook. There is no Rutherford, and Harold has the diamonds.
George.
What? Oh, Mr. Carstairs. Where have you been? He's got the diamonds. Harold has the diamonds.
Of course he has them. He has to have them, George, or else the whole thing is no good.
What?
I told you. The only way I'm going to get a conviction is by catching the guy red-handed. And that's what I'm going to do.
But he's gone. He took the box and went into the elevator. He could be anywhere in the hotel by now.
I know exactly where he is, George. I know exactly how that man operates.
Well, where is he?
I'm sure he did exactly what he did in Chicago and Detroit and Lord knows how many other places. He got off the elevator at the next stop and then took the service elevator to the street. Come on, we don't have a moment to lose.
Do you see him? Do you see him, Mr. Carstairs?
Yes, there he is.
Where?
Coming out of that alley. Oh, quick, he's heading for that cab stand.
Yes.
Buckhalter, stop.
Yeah, hurry, Walter, quick. Don't let him get away. You gotcha. Hey, what is this? What do you want?
I know what you want, Buckhalter. But you're not getting away with it this time.
George, who is this man? Is he a friend of yours? Oh, yes, he is one of the best friends I ever had. Now, look, I was just going to bring the diamonds to the airport. I found out that Rutherford couldn't wait for me and was on his way back home. I thought I could.
Yes, I know exactly what you thought, Buckhalter. But you're not going to the airport. You're going with me.
Hey, what is it?
This is called a badge, Buckhalter. And these are called handcuffs. Harold Buckhalter, you're under arrest for the crime of grand larceny. It's my duty to warn you that anything you might say may be used in testimony against you.
Good morning, Gretchen. Is Mr. Kipnis in yet?
Yes, he's waiting to see you. Oh, George, is it all true?
Oh, yes, it's true, all right. I'll tell you all about it at lunch, if you like.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, I'll see you later, then.
Oh, George. George. Come in. Sit down, George.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. Whatever you do, don't tell me what a fool I've been. I know it only too well myself.
Well, now don't you be too hard on yourself, Mr. Kipnis.
Oh, you warned me, George. You told me I was being a silly old fool, trusting that young man without even checking out his references.
Well, it wouldn't have helped, Mr. Kipnis. Harold's reference would have been verified. Nobody he ever worked for thought that he was a crook. That's why he got away with it for such a long time. You do have insurance, of course.
Insurance?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Why, to cover the loss.
What loss? What are you talking about?
You mean you don't know?
Well, you told me on the phone it was a trap. That this detective, what was his name?
Well, I call him Walter.
You told me this detective wanted to catch Buckhalter in the act.
Yes, that's what he told me. Of course, he was lying.
He what?
He didn't want to trap Harold. He wanted to trap me, and that's what he did. He was a crook, too.
What did you say?
I just came from the police, Mr. Kipnis. And they told me there isn't any cop named Walter Carstairs, private or otherwise. They told me that Walter is Harold's Confederate.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, they've been working this con game for years, and that's why Walter kept the Contessa collection.
Yeah, but you told me he needed them for evidence.
Yes, that's what he always says, of course.
Then the diamonds are gone?
Oh, yes, sir, yes. I'm sure they're both out of the country by now, Mr. Kipnis, deciding how to spend the money.
You know what I just decided, George?
What's that, Mr. Kipnis?
You're fired.
I don't understand, George. Don't you like the House of Health anymore?
No, Gretchen, I feel healthy enough, thanks.
But this is the most expensive restaurant in town.
Well, I just wanted us to have lunch someplace special for a change.
Oh, but you can't afford that, George. I mean, didn't you just tell me that Mr. Kipnis fired you?
That's right.
Did he give you severance pay or something?
No, not a penny.
You're not upset about it?
Oh, no. I deserved being fired, and I certainly didn't deserve any severance pay.
But what happened wasn't your fault.
Wasn't it?
But they fooled you, George. They were just too clever for you.
Oh, yes, they were clever, weren't they? I'm sure Harold dreamed up the whole scheme.
Yeah, I know this is awful to say, but I can't help...
You can't help thinking that Harold was clever.
Well, you have to admit there was something romantic about what they did.
Yes, I knew you felt that way, Gretchen, and how romantic jewel thieves were. That's why I did what I did.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, I didn't give Harold the Contessa collection.
You didn't?
No. You see, when Harold asked me for them, I went into Mr. Kipnis's office safe and took the diamonds out of the box. And then I put some cheap paste imitation in their place. And I locked the box again.
Then the diamonds are still here.
Oh, no. The diamonds are gone, Gretchen.
But you just told me.
Those clever international jewel thieves took them, Gretchen. Remember?
Oh, George.
By the way, have you ever been to South America, Gretchen?
It looks as if the Contessa collection has just been added to George Wallaby's collection. And so, for that matter, has Gretchen. You might say there's a moral to our story. Even though George started out hating Harold, he ended up by being very grateful to him, which goes to prove that you can always find something to like in everyone you meet. I'll be back with a further report on the Contessa collection shortly. There was only one problem in George Wallaby's life. The day he and Gretchen showed up at the airport to board a plane for Brazil, they were approached by two gentlemen with badges. This time, the badges were the real thing. You see, George decided it would be much better to carry the Contessa collection aboard by hand. What he forgot was that all hand luggage went through X-ray inspection. Ah, well, they do say crime doesn't pay. But crime and mystery can also be entertaining. So we hope you'll be listening for us next time. Our cast included Larry Haynes, Paul Hecht, Robert Dryden, and Diana Kirkwood. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now a preview of our next tale.
Recently, there was a mugging victim, Zoltan Zorder.
That name doesn't ring a bell.
Zorder is the chemist who came up with the formula. I went through the file. There's no lead at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't a mugging then.
It could have been a hired killing. Or a mugging that went too far.
How do you mean?
Well, somebody wanted that formula. Zorder wouldn't play ball. Some strong arms were sticked on him as a warning. But you know how some of those hoods are. They see blood, they can't stop.
A fraud. Joe Bueller.
Why?
Well, Zorder came up with the invention, but Bueller's the one to get rich. Maybe Zorder complained. Maybe Joe was afraid Zorder would sell it to the competition.
I think I'll pay Mr. Joe Bueller another call.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by White Westinghouse Appliance Company. This is Tommy Grimes, inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.